for us. Magic.
Ooh.
Or that's where the girl's body is.
Or that's where the girl's body is. Yep. Just so you guys know, I'm doing sound checks. I just launched the stream. So
Okay.
sound checks. I just launched the stream.
Okay.
Sound checks. I just launched the stream.
Okay.
Sound checks. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are coming through. I know I'm coming through, so I think we're good there. So, for those that want to, the only reason I encourage you guys, if you get an opportunity to go out and watch the stream, is interact with folks out there. Try to keep the chat going if people are talking and stuff like that. But please do not feel that you are, because you are a player. Hey, Ager's out there and he has resubbed. Thank you, kind sir. I don't want you guys to feel that you are obligated to go out on the stream. Some of my players like to do it just because, well, for example, Lando Ross from the previous campaign, he is a moderator of the channel, so he would always be out on the channel and stuff, and he would take care of stuff if people come in and they're spamming us or stuff like that. So I ate your man 4 years today, sorry, it's 46 months. I thought I said 48. 2 more months, man. He'll be 4 years subscriber. It's pretty awesome. I think the players that do it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Ager, when you get in the chat.
I'm here.
There you are. I didn't realize I didn't hear you pop in. Do you do it with your Amazon Prime? You subscribe through Prime, or you just have it renew?
Yeah, I just have it renewed through my PayPal.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because like Ross, he did it through his Amazon Prime, because with your Prime account, you can get one free subscription to a Twitch channel using Prime.
Oh.
So it's included with if you have Amazon Prime, it is included with your subscription, right? So that's what Ross did. He subscribed using Amazon Prime. Now, I don't know if he has since dropped his subscription. And it's kind of funny. I guess I should probably go look and see. There's probably a way I can see who's subscribed and who follows and stuff. So to me, though, it's not my business. I appreciate it, but it's not my concern whether or not you do or you don't. All I ask is that you at least follow. I like people to at least follow us, so that way you get alerted whenever we're playing and stuff like that. So it looks like we have everybody. We are not muted. We have been talking about you all night.
Nice.
Didn't we vote that he's going to go down there and take care of the beetle by himself?
That's what I thought. Modra is going to go down there and just, whoom, I'm going to cast sleep on him, and that's going to be good.
I think that's fair.
All right. I am going to launch the game, gents. We are going to be, well, actually, take it back. I got like 35 seconds. So my clock turned to 7:30, but the timer still has about a 30-second delay to count down. So we'll wait for a few, but we are going to be launching here. In the meantime, if you guys in Discord could help Modred overcome his fear of technology.
With that said, this is Brian with the comm checks. I'll copy over.
Hey, there you are, brother. Check. You are clear.
Roger that. Thank you.
5x5, for those that know. Yeah, so since Modred can't hear us. We've all voted that he's going to go down in place of Hub to go check out those beetles in the other place. So, all right, y'all, let's launch this thing. Let's get it going. What do you say? Let the festivities begin. And here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all, I guess. Is that how they used to say it? Welcome one, welcome all, everybody, to tonight's episode of Agora Quest, our Age of Worms, our brand new campaign. Well, not so brand new. This is actually session 5, but if you include session 0, this is session 6. So players, if you can believe it or not, it has been actually about 7 weeks since we all first started gathering to put this together. So welcome for surviving at least that long. Last week you were pushing it. Last week we have been discussing just how much fun everybody had sucking acid.
Yeah.
You know, in our world, acid's a good thing, and in the D&D world, not so much for this party. But I appreciate you guys all showing up tonight on a Monday night, where we know you can be anywhere you want to be, but the fact that you're giving us at least a little bit of your time means the world to all of us. I am Sean, your host, bringing you together, of course, with the finest first edition gamers that this channel has to offer. And before you say the only ones, that doesn't matter. They are still the best. So, appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. If you're new here, welcome. Obviously, old hands, welcome back. Paul, I saw you out there. If you're still there, appreciate you hanging out early, sir. Paul's always like the first one in the door. He's got this certain seat that he likes to sit as right near the stage where the players are going through their stuff. And he's always there just carrying on, supporting the stream. Definitely appreciate the consistent and reliable attentiveness. You, sir, and Agamarin and a few others that I can't think of right off the top of my head are it's always nice to see you guys come every week. So we definitely appreciate it. Don't forget, as you watch the stream, you can earn tokens, just like any other stream you watch. You earn various tokens. Content creators allow you to use those tokens for various things. On this channel, you can trade tokens in for Nat 1s or Nat 20s. They are good for just the stream that you donate them because it's free tokens. Although occasionally I do allow them to carry over from stream to stream. But as it stands right now, the slate is clear. Nobody currently right now has any Nat 1s or Nat 20s. I had a leftover Nat 1 from last stream that I never got a chance to use. Probably should have used it, but I was doing well enough, almost TPKing everybody without having to jump in any other bag of tricks. So yeah, so we are cleared out of all of those. However, if you would like to help support the stream, as well as help your favorite player or humble DM, for every 100 bits that you cheer, you can grant a +1 to your favorite player or DM, as I said. And those do carry over from stream to stream, because if you're going to spend your hard-earned coin to help us do what we do, which is really nothing at all, you've got streamers that do their thing, and then you've got us. Like, there's this really huge gap. And Agerson actually coined our Shiza Cinema, and it sticks for a reason. I'm not going to lie. If you want to learn how not to run a stream, hey, you just watch us. And I think that's what Paul's doing. Paul's probably writing a book on the ways you should not utilize Twitch or any stream or anything like that. So, but yeah, for every 100 bits you cheer, you can grant a +1 to that player or DM. Those do carry over from stream to stream, and they can be used to raise or lower a dice roll. And we saw it happen last week when I believe it was Modred. Was it Modred that needed the dice roll, and he was able to lower his score by, oh yeah, he did an intelligence check and he rolled a 19, but his intelligence was 18. I thought that was kind of funny. It's like, dude, of all the times to roll a kick-ass roll, that was not the time to do it. But he had the points available, and therefore he was able to reduce his score by 1 and bring it within a success margin, and therefore he got the information that he needed. And as it stands now, Hub, you have +2 available. Modred, Mulgar, and Renoir all have +1 available. I, your humble DM, and Biamba, yeah, we're sucking. We're going to be sucking hot air tonight there, Agerson, if we need our points. But I have no doubt that we have friends of the group out there that are willing to help us out. So I'm trying to, I'm fending off I'm getting these alerts saying, hey, you got an ad coming up. Like, no, damn it. Too late. All right. Hopefully there's no ad. Hopefully I caught them. But anyway, I encourage you to get those in if you would like to. Like I always say, for every penny you guys put in to help support the stream goes right back into the stream, because we don't make a lot. But it goes right back into content stuff that I purchase off of Patreon, some of the Patreon folks, or hosting services, whatever. So every little bit helps. We definitely appreciate it. And of course, obviously, if you would like to really help support the stream, we are not going to deny you the opportunity to subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, as you know, or you may not know, you get, I believe it's as well, I'm pretty sure it is, because that's the way that Lando did for our last campaign. He was a player and he used his Amazon Prime to get his free Twitch subscription. So if you have Amazon Prime, I believe it's part of your subscription. You can subscribe to a channel. If I'm wrong, somebody call me out there, but that's just the way. I don't use it. I don't have Amazon Prime. My wife does, but so I don't ever subscribe to channels unless I'm paying. But I believe that's an option. So again, man, I would definitely appreciate it all. Last but not least, if you love Greyhawk content like we love Greyhawk content, I encourage you to go check out the Greyhawk Creatives team page. There's a lot of great content providers out there that deal in Greyhawk as well as old school D&D. I think Asher last week noted that I am well behind on my auto alerts on this channel. Lord Kazumba, I think my channel says it's his 43rd year, but he's actually 45 years now as a same campaign. maybe one of these days I'll go out there and update it, but he knows what it is. He doesn't need any endorsement from me. So, but yeah, it's on the. Every time I think that I'm going to go do it, I get sidetracked and don't do it, and then we start gaming, and I'm like, shit, I really should have gone to do that. So, but anyway, go check out all the content providers out there, man. A lot of great folks out there. Make sure if you do go give them a like and follow, that you let them know how you found them, so we all know who is the driving force behind the Greyhawk push, and that would be us. So, if you have been following this campaign, you know it is the Age of Worms campaign, originally done 3rd edition by Eric Mona. It came out in Dungeon Magazine as well as several Dragon Magazine supplemental articles and whatnot that sort of help support the whole series of adventures, whatever the case may be. This is kind of it's all 1st edition here. The only thing that's not 1st edition is how we're doing advancement, because it's almost impossible for players to earn enough experience to advance to the levels that they need for the various adventures that are found throughout this series of this whole campaign, I should say. The adventure path, that's what I'm looking for. So this whole adventure path is designed to bring players up to give or take about 20th level.
Hello?
Hey, you
Hey.
here?
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not computer savvy.
That's what we was saying. That's what we was saying. I said that's why somebody's gonna hang around on Discord to help out the old guy who's not tech savvy. And in the meantime, Modred's gonna go down and fight the Beatles since Hub didn't want to. So so anyway, so as I was saying before, we were so prominently interrupted by our magic user Modred, who was having sound issues while I was talking. I encourage you to go check out all of the content providers on that, and make sure you let them know where we're all coming from. And if you have been watching this, this was, as I said, it was originally a 3rd edition. I've converted everything to 1st edition, but the only thing that's not is the advancement, just because players would never earn enough experience in the short term in order to advance to the levels that they need. And so it's going to be a 3rd edition, 5th edition sort of a vibe when it comes to advancement, and it's just going to be a milestone. So we'll be doing that. So hopefully you guys will be with us the whole way. When last we were here, the party has found themselves in what is known as the Whispering Cairn, originally hired by Alliston from Diamond Lake. They came to the Whispering Cairn looking for what may have happened to a young girl who disappeared several years ago. Party didn't really find her. They did find the remains of what looked to be her backpack or satchel, along with a nearby huge snake skin where a snake apparently molted and left its skin there. So you can sort of deduce what may or may not have happened. But they've discovered this strange cairn with some strange iconography on various devices, all of them giving sort of an air creature. I hesitate to say elemental, but that's, for lack of a better term, that's what I'm going to say. These air elemental based creatures that are rather tall, slim, human looking, but for the most part hairless. At least I should say, not for the most part, completely hairless, according to all of the statuary and stuff that they have found. But they discovered a strange nexus of tunnels that all met within this chamber, where a sarcophagus made of stone with a stone carved lid, and again another one of these air creatures, and it was sitting on top of what apparently was a movable base. And as you rotate the base as it pointed to each one of the radiating tunnels coming off of the Nexus, some things may or may not happen. In three of them at least, a strange cylinder arose up out of the floor, and it essentially, they found a 5-foot around shaft of an elevator, and able to take one or two if Hub went, because Hub's a halfling. They were able to go down to the next level. Two of them, or one of them, they were able to ride, and that's where they're at now. Another one, they tried, and they heard the gears squealing like pigs, and it suddenly the whole ground shook and it collapsed. The whole tunnel and the elevator shaft collapsed to whatever it was below. And as it did, this massive swarm of beetles came flowing up. Think of the Mummy, as these scarab beetles came flowing up and just devoured everything in its path. That's what the scene was, as these beetles, that as they bit, not only did they do bite damage, but they did acid damage to the party, along with a strange, the party originally had seen this small creature about 2 foot long, and it looked like a 2 foot long sinew of muscle connecting two eyeballs together that floated through the air. They managed to dispatch that rather quickly, and they saw this other one coming up with the beetles, but this one was more like metallic claws, almost like a crab with a single eyeball sitting on top of it. So along with these acid beetles and this eyeball slasher creature, we nearly had a TPK, as 3 of the 5 party members went down, but fortunately our barbarian and ranger, Mulgar and Biamba, managed to score some pretty good blows against the creatures and took them down. They managed to bind the healing, and using his healing arts, Biamba managed to revive and restore at least a little bit his party members, and then of course they were able to heal themselves from there, but not quite fully. As you guys, hey, thank you, Mr. Bowman. I appreciate that. See, that's what you get when you let players play in your game. They feel obligated, so I'm glad my guilt trip worked. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I really do, man. I really do, Sky. That's pretty awesome. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, that Prime subscription worked.
Yes, sir. Well, like I said, I definitely appreciate it. I really do. So, but anyway, back to the story at hand. Our party has since gone back down to the lower level where they first went down. They have actually managed to get past a huge batch. Well, it never used to be huge, but a batch of brown mold that made the area frigidly cold, as Mulgar first found out when the party first came down here. And then after they tried to fire it with torches, it grew to like twice the size. So now they had this massive batch of brown mold. And fortunately, the party has managed to, I should say they did manage to get rid of a lot of it. And in doing so, they gained access to the northern chamber. And that is where they currently are now, the entire party, with the exception of Mulgar, who refuses to go past the brown mold after what had happened last time. But I want to re-describe what you guys see in the chamber, just so that everybody is sort of caught back up. Where are we? I have to go back up one. There we are. You can see that where you guys are now, the ceiling of the large chamber, which is about 20 feet overhead or so, the ceiling of the large chamber glows what looks to be natural sunlight, illuminating a series of work tables, vices, spinning wheels, and blocks of unfinished marble that identify the room as a sculptor's workshop. A huge, unfinished statue of an imposing, bare-chested warrior wielding a staff-like rod in its left hand dominates one wall. The hairless figure looks similar to the bas-relief on the sarcophagus upstairs, but it's clearly meant to be a different person. A short red metal pedestal against the south or against the entry wall on the left, along, I guess if you could say along the south wall, displays what appears to be a jet black stone egg the size of a small boulder with a golden glyph, an equilateral triangle with short hash marks through each leg, marking on the face of the egg. And so that's what you guys see over here in the corner, this reddish pedestal with a black stone, this mini boulder on it that you guys can see. And let's see. Other than that, I think you guys had examined the staff that the statue was holding, and you actually were able to remove it because it wasn't part of the statue carving, but in fact it was a petrified piece of wood that looked almost like stone. That's how bleachy white and stony it looked. But as you examined it, it had 6 rings equidistant along the length of it. And as you investigated, you found once again Hub, using his eyes of minute seeing, was able to detect a small glyph that matched identically the glyph from the entry hall when you guys first came in and saw that strange device. And so that is kind of where we left off as you guys all started talking about.
Check out what I got for my Halloween costume.
What's that?
Check out what I got for my Halloween costume.
What?
Look at my eyes.
Oh, what happened?
The contacts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Right?
Nice. I dig it.
Sorry to interrupt the game.
No, you're good. Yeah, this is one of our former players, this Figley. Well, I mean, in the online game. He plays Figley in our home game, but that's pretty awesome. He's got some costume that he's been working on. He's got colored contacts to go for his eyes. Anyway, players, if you guys could check your mics. We got a hot mic. I think it is you, Modred. I'm hearing a lot of static coming from the background. Not a major deal, but hopefully it won't interrupt others. So anyway, so that is where we left off last week. I know that the party had talked about going back to town, but at the same time you also found can you hear us, Modred?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, because I've got a lot of static coming through your mic. I don't know if you could mute if you're not talking.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. I'm gonna mess around and
No, if you got Discord.
yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm not hearing the feedback quite
Yeah.
so much.
yeah, it was X here that was causing it, I think.
Oh yeah, actually, yes, he's Modred.
Yeah.
So I don't hear the feedback now, so I don't know if you got back off your mic a little bit or not sure, but suddenly it went away. But I had a lot of static that I was hearing. So
My bad.
No, you're fine. That's why I was just saying. A lot of times, like me, my gain, I got to mess up my gain a little bit sometimes because people yeah, sounds like you're really weak or really strong or whatever. But anyway, I apologize.
I got an idea, and my ideas have been so good in this game so far. Like coming down here, acid beetles, all kinds of stuff. I know a lot of the party members wanted to go back to the town. If our magic user happens to have a sleep spell, what are the chances anybody wants to put the wolves to sleep and see if the wolves have anything on our way out? I don't want to kill them unless we have to.
Oh, that's fine. I awesome with a sleep spell.
What I'm thinking is I can toss a couple pieces of food in. I don't know. I don't think we know how many are in there, but maybe we can get one or two of them out, put them to sleep, and then maybe our little halfling friend can go in and take a look, see if they have anything of interest. Hopefully not a body of the little girl, but you never know. So that's my thought.
Well, I just want to say, just to be clear, that the little girl went missing about 5 or 6 years ago. So
okay,
if
the
you found
skeleton
anything-
remains
the
of the little
skeletal
girl.
remains. I'll go with that. Okay. All right. But anyway, that is where we left off. As I said, party members, you now have this petrified staff. You've got these spinning wheels and these other workshop items, and you also have this. It's actually a red metal pedestal. It's a pedestal made of a red metal, and sitting on top of it is this black egg that's like the size of a small boulder that has a strange equilateral triangle carved on it, made of like gold filigree almost. It's a golden color, and yes, that is correct. And then each of the legs of the triangle have a little slash in it, right? Kind of like I described. If you've ever taken geometry in the U.S., the way you say that sides are equal is by putting a little slash through each one that's the same length, or something that when you're given a problem or something, that is sort of how they depict it. But in this case, like I said, you see a triangle with what looks to be 3 equal sides, and each leg has a slash running through it. So that is the backdrop. That is where we are going to kick off tonight's game. Before we get started, players, do you have any questions, or is there anything I may have missed that you may want to know?
How long did we stay in this room before we left last session?
Oh, you guys have been in here for maybe investigating about 15 minutes, if that's what you mean.
Okay, so I didn't know if it was a long rest or...
No, you guys have not rested at all. You healed yourselves via spells and other ways, and then came down here from upstairs. But yeah, you haven't had a long rest yet.
So we're depleted on spells, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I don't know all the details, but I do know that the only 2 people that are full hit points are the ranger and the barbarian. Everybody else is down a couple hit points or 2. But be that as it may, let us move over to tonight's game as we begin session 5 of the Age of Worms. Players, it is on you now as we pick back up our story. Mulgar is still lurking outside in the hallway. The rest of you, I don't know who wants to carry. You can just annotate it somewhere in the notes who's carrying the staff, because it is about the size of a quarterstaff and it weighs about 15 pounds because it is petrified wood. So
yeah, and I'm the one who grabbed it off the statue, so I'll keep it for now. This
okay.
Is Renoir.
Yep. So Renoir has it. If you just want to annotate that somewhere in your notes that you have this petrified staff, you can call it the rod of 7 parts if you want. But I will say, I do have a picture of what the rod of 7 parts actually looks like. And this is very similar to it, although it's not quite detailed. It's very rough and rounded, as opposed to it's very rough and rounded. The central gripping point is really just more of an indent rather than this fine, but this is what the actual rod looks like. But you can definitely tell a sort of a resemblance to what you're carrying now, although, as I said, it's made of wood and it's petrified, and it's not quite as detailed as this, but that is what it looks like.
Now, does this work as a weapon?
So yes, it would. Yes, if you wanted to swing it as a weapon, it'll act as a quarterstaff.
I'm just asking because somebody's mace may have been damaged at something.
Yes, this would do 1d6 damage. So you can just attack with your mace. It would just be 1d6 as opposed to d6 plus 1.
We want to go to the room below to the south, rest up, and then, I mean, we can go down the other tunnel if you guys want, or I know there was a talk of going back to town. What's everybody think?
Mojo walks over to that egg and examines it a little more closely. He looks at the pedestal, the metal pedestal. He kind of first he sees he can move if he can push the the pedestal will move or whatever. And
so the pedestal is so as you touch the pedestal and you kind of rock it slightly and move it, it is not anchored to anything. It is movable. It stands about 3 feet high. It is made of a strange red metal. Not something that you can recall ever having seen. It's not painted. It is just a strange red metal. It's well made, and it looks to be almost made for the purpose of holding this boulderish egg-shaped item that's sitting on top of it, because the top of the pedestal is slightly indented so the stone sits comfortably inside it.
Modred takes his dagger from the folds of his robes and he kind of wraps the pommel on the metal just to see what kind of sound it makes.
It makes a metallic ting, ting, ting.
Okay. He looks.
If you're injured, do you want to be playing with things if you're injured?
Well, I mean, I'm not
Please.
that injured anymore, but I'm 2 hit points down from my max.
But hey, this is Hub, and I know, and I apologize. I know I suck at all my roles. With that said, I really think, if I may, that before we go counting on things, do you mind if we let me take a look to because I'm not good at anything. The only thing I'm good at is being a thief. So for what it's worth, I know we're all eager, but
Yeah,
if
go ahead.
everybody says no, screw that. But I just,
Go ahead.
I'd also like to use my innate ability. It's only 25% chance, but I can detect magic after 1 round of concentration.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's wonderful, because a magic trap could set off before I even get a chance to look. So I think we need to kind of get in the groove here where we start trying to leverage all the skills that we have, because we got a ton of them. Mordred has this ability to look at all these arcane things and see stuff that the rest of us can't. The ability to detect magic, the ability to look at traps and everything. We just kind of seem to, and I apologize if I'm out of line, but we seem to blunder into things without kind of working as a team, where everybody just enters the room and goes, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. And I think we need to kind of get into some kind of SOP of how we're going to do things. If I'm out of line, you guys say, screw you, Brian. You're way out of line. You are out of line, sir. But I just think we ought to leverage our skills here.
If you use the word SOP again, or acronym, I'm going to have a hissy.
Apologies.
Nice.
I'm joking. It's
That's
the
all right,
Navy
man.
time.
It's all right, dude. Hey, man, that's at least the fact that we all know what it means is fine by me. So, all right. So
Yeah, I was about to say, to be fair, this isn't a very group.
Yep. So, Hub, go ahead and give me your examination rolls. And as you are doing so, Biamba, you don't sense anything magical coming off of this at all.
Oh, okay. What about the whole room?
No, you don't sense really anything. So, Hub, you begin to sort of feel around the egg and feeling around the pedestal, looking for any traps or anything that might be out of order. And suddenly you see lines start appearing in the egg. These little white and reddish brown streaks begin to flash all the way around the entirety of
Get the fuck out of
the entirety of the egg. It's almost as if the egg is shattering, and suddenly the egg literally begins to open up. And when it does, think of a turtle that was in its shell, like all tucked in, and then suddenly coming open, and there's this being there as you watch as this elemental creature begins to form exactly where the egg was, and now it is standing on this thing's only about 3 feet tall. It's about a little shorter, if you will, than Hub. The only difference is it's now standing on this pedestal. It has these 2 rocky legs, and its entire body is made of this black and reddish earth. It has boulders for arms and hands and feet, and its entire body is like a conglomeration of, looks like somebody stuck a shit ton of rocks together. As it sort of turns its head, you can see that it has these 2 black spheres for eyeballs as its head turns around, and it begins to gibber and jabber but you're not really sure what it's saying. It's like,
Modred, Renoir, it's all
Hey,
yours.
whoa! You turned it on. You turn it off.
Biamba starts barking at it too.
as it immediately whips its head over to Biamba. You not speak Terran. You speak Earth Tongue.
Earth tongue, aye.
Why you awaken me?
Make friends.
As it sort of looks at you. You do not look like Zardoc. You do not look like Zardoc minion. You do not look like those who chained me here for thousands of years against my will. Free me, or I will kill you all. As his language becomes more and more distinctly common, as he is apparently attuning himself to the environment that he is in.
I look around and I go, anybody object? No? You are free.
Yeah, I mean, generally, from what I remember studying, when you free them, they tend to be angry.
He's angry already.
Yeah. Ask it, how can we free you?
That's why I just say, you are free.
You must break the curse of Zardoc.
Tell me how.
I do not know. Do I look like Zardoc?
I don't know. I don't know what Zardoc look like. Am I look like Zardoc?
He points to the statue. That is one of Zardoc leaders. That look like Zardoc.
Oh, he looked like asshole.
As he looks.
Dead. He's been dead for a millennia.
As the creature sort of poop, hops down off the pedestal. Walks over right in front of Modred. Sort of looks up at him. Walks over. Takes a look at Biamba. I should take your life where you stand. You have awakened me. Now I must look at this place once again. A place that I have not wanted to see. For millennia, you have awoken me. Tell me why I should not kill you now.
Well, if you would travel with us, perhaps I can discover a spell that can release you.
He sort of looks around. I know many things, but what I do not know is how to break the binding that forces me to stay in this room. This room that I have been in for centuries. Only Zardoc, or one of his kin, can release me. As he moves over and sort of looks at Renoir. You are not one of Zardoc's men.
I wonder, I've got a wand that can shatter stone. You want me to try to shatter you and send you back to the elemental plane?
No. Key, you may try, but I will destroy you where you stand, wizard.
You are not a very nice golem.
I want to go over here.
Give me a wisdom check, Mulgar.
Alrighty.
As you look, you realize this is not a golem. This is an earth elemental, albeit a very small one.
Oh. My bad. You are not a very nice earth elemental. A very small one at that.
My size does not matter. It belies the power beneath, and I will use every bit of my power to destroy you all where you stand if you do
Come
not
say it to my
release
face, little one.
We don't have very many magic weapons. I would not be.
As he sort of hops off, and you see him come over to this corner, and he like stops right at the corner looking down at Modred.
Oh, would that I could, pointy ears. I have seen thousands of your kin fall beneath the blades of the mighty Ogramok, and you shall be next on the list when I am free from this accursed place.
I'll
Good luck with
examine the staff I have. Is there anything unusual about it? Does it actually come apart in some parts?
It does not. As I described previously, it's a single piece of petrified wood carved in the shape, and it has 6 rings carved around it, which essentially cut the staff into 7 equal or equidistant parts.
All right. Since this is we don't know what it is, I'll try moving out of the room with it just to see if that may change the curse situation.
Go ahead. You're able to easily leave. Nothing happens.
Nothing changes. Wow,
Nope.
wow.
Nothing changes.
I call to the party. Can we have a little huddle over here quickly? If anybody doesn't mind, I'd like to have a little conversation.
He'll be right there. Modred looks at the statue right before he leaves. Is there anything else on it, like a necklace or something, a stone that may be out of place? I mean,
no, it is a perfectly smooth statue carved out of a single chunk of rock. The torso and up looks to be fully developed in the sense that all of the arms are completely smooth and carved out, and the face and the head and all that. It is a completely hairless, completely adornless figure, whomever or whatever it may be.
What is this?
it's a workbench.
Yeah, that's just like work. That's like a big, probably like a big mallet of some kind. It's just art decoration that somebody put on the map. It's.
Oh, I thought it was like a sledgehammer or something.
It could be like a big thing for smacking a like right here in front of you. There's a chisel, and that could be a big hammer that it was used to sort of for somebody that's carving it out and stuff. So
I was gonna try to knock the statue over. I don't know if that would work or not.
It is a rather hefty piece of stone.
Is it marble?
No, it is just some kind of a plain grayish stone. So, what are we doing?
All right, so if it won't work, then I'll walk out with the rest of the party.
Okay.
I think we should just move on and leave this thing. He's very rude, and I don't care for him. And I don't see any benefit to releasing whatever this creature is to the world.
I don't really want to release him either. I would like to be able to control him.
Well,
that's
at the
up to
very
you.
least, I think we should. I think we should maybe see if there's more information to get from him.
It does seem tied to the room, so us staying outside the room might be a good idea. I don't know.
Right, I agree. We can interrogate him from here safely, I think, and not interrogate like be mean, but, try to get him to give any information he might know about what's going on from a safe location like we're here in this corridor, outside the room.
He's very rude.
Are you bound to that room?
Well, I'm sorry, were you asking me?
We don't know for sure.
That's what I was asking him. I'm asking him if he's bound to that room. Can you
yes.
Can you not?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
That is what he said.
Okay. I misunderstood what he was saying. Yeah, Let's go have a rest period down in that other room.
It's a good idea.
I'll let them know that we'll try to find a way to get them out, but right now we don't know how to free them, and we might be back.
As he watches you guys walk away, and he's like, "Do not leave me. I've been here for centuries. Zardoc placed me here, made me aid him in his creation of this tomb. I will not stand to be here any longer. Come back, or I will destroy you when you come back next time."
Hey, it's sleepy time. Let's be quiet over there. It's sleepy time.
All right. Very well. Hub, you gonna hang out where you're at, or you gonna go? Okay, I just want to make sure you want to party.
I think we better put guards as normal, just in case he does find his way out of there and is angry at us.
Right. Okay, so you're gonna have a guard.
Yeah, having guards in a dungeon's not a bad idea anyway, so we can just switch off with 2-hour shifts.
All right. Tell me.
So are we just going to guard the door, or are we going to guard like the corridors leading up there? Because let's face it, if something comes around that corner, we're trapped here. So I don't know if we need some kind of warning or something like that.
I don't know. I think we're probably okay here.
Yeah,
But-
we already spent one night in here. It seems
Yeah.
safe. That seems safe. For famous last words.
All right. So you guys.
By the way,
are
do
going-
not lay on the beds. I learned that.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Hub, what's the Hub's name?
Hub.
Hub. Hey, Hub, since you've got those, did you have those eyes of my, those goggles first time we spent the night in here?
I cannot remember.
Yes, you did, because
Yes.
you guys found them on the halfling body, and the that's where you got the chainmail for Mulgar buried underneath that stone. So yes, you guys did have it when you were here last time. But I don't know that you actually really used or did anything with them.
Why don't you search the room with those goggles, see if maybe you can find something we missed the first time.
Good idea.
Okay, go ahead and give me
Will do.
a search check, please. Just roll a d6 minus 1. All right. So I actually rolled a 3 instead of a 4. But yeah, you search through the room, and the only thing interesting, again, is you guys find the strange carving of the symbol of what looks like the map symbol to you guys. Let me see if I can. Yeah.
The one on the bed there.
Yeah, the one that's showing on the bed. So it's this
The
one.
alien, the rocket ship.
Yep, the alien in a rocket ship. So
It's a cool symbol.
Yeah. Yep. You guys get the feeling that it might be something related on the map, some used as a map symbol with the pointy end going in one direction or whatever.
Didn't we?
I think
Didn't we
it
also
points to
learn
the
something about a
north.
wind duke or something last time, like a duke or a wind duke or something?
Yeah, that was the guy that destroyed some evil entity with the rod of 7 parts. That's
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually called the Rod of Law.
rod of law.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're not sure who that was, but based on everything you guys have been discovering thus far, you realize that this was probably a place to house whoever was building this cairn. You're not sure about the other level because you haven't been there, but upstairs looks like the tomb was dedicated to a rather powerful Winduke. And the statue that was being carved, interestingly, is different than the statue or the shape or the facial features of the statue that's carved into the sarcophagus upstairs. So you're not really sure who the one that's in the other room is, the partially finished one, but he's the one that's carrying the rod of law. And you know that the Windukes fought against the evil creatures, and they used the rod of law to sort of win the war, if you will. And then it was the rod of 7 parts was sundered into 7 different parts. But here you've got one that's sort of a facsimile of, apparently, that's put together. But is it, the rod looks like it maybe could be. You're not sure. You've never seen it. Although metagaming, I did show you a picture of what it looked like. But and that's kind of what the shape of it is that you guys have. But you've never seen it, so you have no idea if it's legit or not. So you're not really sure. You just know that the architect or the stone carver, according to the elemental, is named Nardok. So that's kind of what you get who's building this place. But who the Windukes were that he's building this to, you don't know. Or is that even relevant? You don't know. But that's just where we are. So,
all right.
After this sleep, I wonder if one of us needs to go and show that rod, maybe with a little bit of authority, to the elemental and see what his reaction might be. Maybe we get some information out of it after the sleep, after this race.
Okay. So if
all those,
sorry.
I'm sorry. While we're doing our downtime and after I study my spells or whatever, I'm going to take out those figurines. And I'm going to just lay them out on that stone table there.
Okay.
And I'm going to look and see if maybe they might be some kind of puzzle piece that I can put together to make a 3D representation of that picture.
Of which picture? Sorry.
The spaceship with the antennas coming out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the symbol.
Yeah.
So, all right. So first of all, everybody go ahead and give yourself a long rest. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh, you go ahead.
Sure, Renoir, I'll do it. Absolutely.
All right. So, Mr. Caven is going to take first watch. So Renoir's got first watch. Who's taking second?
I'll go second.
Okay.
I will go third.
Second. So, Olgar goes second. Who goes third?
I'll go third.
That was Hub?
Modred.
Oh, Modred. My bad. Sorry, you guys sound the same in my head. And Ager, you going to take there, or is it going to be Hub, or Hub take the last and Ager take the last, or how you want to do it?
I'll take
I'll
it.
take the last. Or,
All right, so you guys are so on it. You are so in tune with each other. All right, so the order is going to go Renoir, Mulgar, Modred, Hub, and then Biamba. That is the order of you guys doing your watch. So go ahead, if you have not already done so, give yourself a long rest. And I shall advance the clocks. As it is now the 4th day of readying.
Good night. We've been in here 4 days.
Well, technically only 2. You guys got here on the 2nd.
Right.
So it is now early morning. And by early morning, I mean about 5 a.m., give or take. And as you guys
So
awaken.
remind me. Oh, I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Should we have gained a hit point for that? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm
That was
going
my
to
question,
I'm
too.
going to give them to everybody right now. So
Okay, sorry.
Should be two actually.
Yep. So Renoir, do you get a Constitution bonus for hit points?
I have a 1 Constitution bonus for hit points.
All
yes.
right, so you get 3 hit points back. So your hit points are 8. Modred, do you get a?
I get 2 hit points
All right.
for Constitution.
Oh, for Constitution, so you get a total of 4 back. Oh. So that gives you 10 total. So that's your max.
Yay.
Hub, do you get any con bonus for hit points?
Yes, sir. Constitution 16, so that's a 2.
2, so you get 4 back as well. I'm not sure. Your max is 8, so there you go. And so looks like everybody is at max except for Renoir. Renoir is down 1 hit point. So, but everybody
Good enough
else
for
is,
government work.
everybody else. Yes, exactly. So, as you guys take your rest, during your, Agerson, do me a favor. Give me a D6 roll, please. All right, so that is a 5. So, Biamba, as you are about halfway through the final watches, as Modred's actually up sort of over there studying his tomes and whatnot while the rest of the party is relaxing, you hear what you would swear is a rumbling sound, very much sounding like the elevator shaft going up and down.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
But you sort of hear that sort of a sound where the earth rumbles and you hear the scraping of stone on stone, a little bit of metallic in the background noise. But that's halfway through your watch. In an hour after that, nothing has happened or nothing's going on. But interestingly,
Oh, well, so I was the last guy on watch. So as everybody wakes up, I'll let them know, hey, I heard this about half an hour ago. Haven't heard anything since. But that means we could have visitors with us.
Or that stone elevator that left us and locked us down here.
That's true, too.
Or we could
So
have
should
some,
one of us sneaky types go look down that long corridor at me or the ranger? Just take a
I'll
peek.
go.
That's
I'll
a
go
good
peek.
idea.
Let's standard SOP, let the halfling do it.
Oh, Halfling, go ahead.
all right, Hub, as Hub begins to work his way. Oops.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do my move silent and fail miserably. Stand by one.
All right.
I'm going to step, after he comes out, I'm going to step to here in case he starts screaming for help like a little girl that I can help him.
Okay. I'm going to put him out in the hall so that he can.
Whoops.
By the way, that is extremely appropriate how I would be screaming for what it's worth.
All right.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
All right. Go ahead and give
Sorry,
me your move
there's my move
silent.
silent. I apologize.
Yeah, you're good.
Was they able to make anything out of those pieces? Being puzzle pieces
I was
of
going to
some sort?
handle that as soon as we got back from this. But in,
Okay,
in the
no problem.
meantime, go ahead and give me an intelligence roll, please.
Is that Modred or me?
No, that was Modred.
Sorry.
All right. As you get to the edge of the hall, you sort of glance down. Your sharp eyes allow you to see the various niches where the statuary stand with their hands cupped as if they had water pouring into them. But you guys all came to realize that at one point they all had small statuary or building statues in the palms of their hands, some of which are now in the possession of the wizard Modred. But other than that, you see nothing. Oh, well, I will say toward the end of the hall, your eyes can, right at the edge of your infravision, you can see the remains of the severed floating eyeball creature that originally attacked you, and Mulgar. But other than that, you don't see anything.
Okay, I step back under cover. I can see Mulgar behind me.
Yeah, you could see him sort of standing outside the room where the party is resting.
Yeah, I guess everybody can see me. So I come back and just tell him I didn't see anything or what you just told me.
Yeah, Renoir points out it's always possible we have some new jelly up in the main room.
Yay.
Assuming they went down a different elevator.
Well, I think if you guys want to go talk to the elemental, have fun. I'm not going to go talk to him, but I'll guard the passage. But I think we should get out of here as soon as possible. I don't like dealing with that guy. I don't trust that elemental.
I don't know that there's much we can do with the elemental unless he figures something out, and I haven't figured anything out.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to go talk to him or something.
And that was Hub was suggesting,
Okay.
that we just try to do some kind of interrogation, see how he reacts to the rod. But I mean, I'll go with the party.
No, you can do what
party
you got to
person.
do. I'm just saying I'm not going to deal with him, so I'm going to go up here and kind of keep an eye.
I think Hub wielding that giant staff would look extremely intimidating, but maybe somebody bigger might be more intimidating.
I mean, I can go with you, Hub, if you want somebody to come along. I'm happy to come along with you. Renoir, I have the staff.
Well, I would love. I'm not trying to take over, but I think Boldred, with his obviously arcane skills, would be wonderful. Renoir, because of their cleric skills. And I hate to drag the barbarian into it, but he speaks something that the rest of us don't. So I just wonder if we can. And again, if we get the same old crap from the elemental, okay, let's move on. But maybe the guy spills the beans on something that's worthwhile, and if not, we move on.
Okay. You guys.
Or we move on.
All right. So you guys go where you want to go. I'm just waiting for you to move. Tell me what you want to do.
So was there anything to the toys?
Oh, I apologize. No.
Okay.
It just appeared to be, it appears to you as if somebody was carving structures for some city somewhere, and they all had a similar but distinct style of what they were. So you get the impression that you could make a whole Santa's village out of all these structures. They probably were all in the same large city, or at least the same land. But you've never seen designs quite like them. You've never seen, like, even in the city of Greyhawk, you've never seen such structures and how they were designed and built. So they are obviously very foreign, which lends itself to be, again, I keep coming back to these elemental beings, perhaps from their plane of existence, if it's not the prime. As you guys get back, you can see that the elemental has slowly closed himself, and he's not fully closed into the shape of an egg, but you can see he's very much tucked away as if he's getting ready to go back into his sleep mode.
So who has the staff? Is that Renoir?
Renoir has it. Yep.
Roger that. If nobody says anything, I would say, Almighty Elemental, can you hear us?
As he slowly begins to once again unwind himself, a few moments later, he is full size, a full 3 feet, standing on another 3 foot tall metal pedestal. As he looks down,
do you mock? How dare you? I am Artifanx. I have been summoned here and bound here for centuries longer than you have been alive. Your people did not even exist when I was first brought to this place, so do not mock me, little one, or I will crush you beneath my mighty boot.
Even though he doesn't have a Buddha.
Cartoon? You guys seen that cartoon with the girl that's got all the emotions and the little red guy that's like anger?
Yep.
That's who that guy reminds me of.
Okay. Anyway, he's
I
like,
bow low and say, I would not be so stupid as to mock you, O powerful elemental artifacts. We wish to parley, if that's okay, with your permission.
Artifacts?
And I bow.
Artifanx.
Artifacts, okay.
Yep, I will post it in chat so you guys can see. And I'll put it in Discord as well.
DM, while he's doing that, can Modred think of any way that he might be able to wrest control from whoever it was that bound him here and gain control of it himself?
So, roll me an intelligence check, please, sir. So, you know that the binding of elementals is only done by the most powerful of magi. And it takes the most powerful of magi to dispel the binding. Because you have to know the ins and outs and a little bit of the details. And if you don't, you just have to be a much more powerful wizard than the one that cast the binding in the first place. So the fact that he is a smaller elemental either it means that this Nardoc, whoever he is not quite as powerful as a mage that might want to bind bigger ones, or he didn't want a big, huge one because he doesn't have room for a big, huge one, so he just targeted a small one. Ergo, it fits on this pedestal.
Right. I understand.
Hey, Sean, Excel made a mistake. I think he meant to give me the nat 20, but he gave it to you. And then he also did a random one for the party.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I appreciate that. My bad. I don't know what Excel was thinking about. I need everybody, please give me a 20
Bill says, no, I didn't. 1-2 Sean.
Yeah, we know,
1-2
dude.
Party.
We know he did. Mulgar's is just like that. So everybody roll a 20-sided dice, please.
All right.
Appreciate that, Excel. Love you, brother. Somebody give.
I'm pretty sure whoever gets 11 wins.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny right there. I don't care who you are. I want to do this right here first. Where is it?
Thank you, Excel.
Appreciate that, man.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so let's see. It's weird that I don't hear the dice clackety roll. All right, so Hub rolled a 7, Bianca rolled a 12, Renoir rolled a 14, Mulgar rolled an 18, and Modred rolled an 11.
Yep.
Dang. All right, so that means, looks to me like Mulgar gets the nat 20.
Did I roll an 18? I thought I rolled an 11.
No, that was Modred. Mulgar rolled an 18.
Yeah, oh, okay. Perfect.
Yep, so you did get it. Look at you. You go, boy. All right, so as you say that, and he sort of hops down off and he walks over and he's kind of like across the doorway from you.
What is it that you have to offer me? All I ask.
And his voice is, I can't do it justice how it sounds like garbled stones, like somebody's got stones in their mouth while they're talking and they're rolling around in this raspy kind of a gurgly sound as the stones rock or roll around and clack together as he's like,
what is it that you have to offer me? I ask but one thing, that is to be freed from my prison.
Renwar will say, we do not know how to free you, unfortunately. Any information you can give us on your situation or how you got here or how to free you would certainly be helpful.
As he kind of looks at you, you can't tell what if he's like looking you with scorn or whatever, but his eyes are like kind of rolling and moving around, almost like his entire body as he moves an arm or moves a leg. It's like bones, or not bones, but stones roll and they scrape together and they crack, like he's constantly sort of for lack of a better term, all these stones were magnetic and they could all move 360 degrees each while he's moving. It just kind of has that sort of an effect as he looks at Renoir and he's like,
I have been here for more millennia than I can care to count. I was brought here by Nardok. He supplicated me to his will, such that I might be here to be forced to give him the secrets of my people in the working of stone. I was here. I lost my people. I lost those in the great mountains of my home. I have not seen so long that I can barely remember what they smell like. And you would ask me to parlay when you have nothing to parlay with. I only wish...
Hub kind of...
my
sorry,
only
Sean.
wish is to escape this place.
Roger says, well, have fun with that. See you in another millennia. Since you can't help us help yourself, we're going to depart and go our merry way.
As you go to leave... Go ahead.
Looks up, but if before everybody leaves, I look up at Hub and I said, in kind of the corner of mind, show him the staff.
So Renoir will take out the staff, but and show it to him and see if he has any reaction.
He looks.
What of it? It is but a likeness of the true artifact that was used in the defeat of the Chaos Queen and her minions.
Chaos Queen.
Okay.
I think we got what we can get.
Roger that.
Where are you going? Release me this instant!
We'll be back if we find a way to release you. With that, I'll leave.
Wait! Wait! I have information that can help you in your task if you agree to release me.
We'd be happy to release you, but we don't know how.
I give you, and I demand that you swear you shall release me if I give you information to aid you in your quests.
All right, what do you guys say?
Modred kind of smacks Renoir on the back, on his shoulder.
This tomb is dedicated to the Wind Duke Zosiel. He was the great servant of the General Hikosiel. The tomb of Zosiel lies behind the great stone mask. You must light the lamps. Only with the lamps lit can you pass to the true tomb of Zosiel.
One of the lamps is busted.
The lamp need not be complete It merely needs to be hanging in its proper place with the light emanating from it.
Looks like we probably need to go search the wolves' den and the other collapsed tunnel.
Renoir will say, we will look there and see if we can find a way to release you. And then with
Promise
that,
me,
we'll leave.
for if you do not, I shall make it my entire existence meaning to escaping this place and finding you and your kin and bringing you to my home, where I shall bury you so deep the gods themselves will never be able to recover your bodies.
Lord Artophax, with all due respect, what will you do to us if we are able to release you?
I shall immediately leave this place. It is my only desire. It is the only thing that I continue to live and breathe for, is to escape this accursed hell that he has bound to me.
Renoir will be like, we will release you if we are able.
Swear it! Swear upon the god that you serve that you shall be here to release me if you are able.
He's looking right at you, Renoir.
That's evil. All right, I swear it. I'll do it. I'll try to release him. He gave us some information. I'll try to release him.
As you watch, as you guys all go to leave, you watch as the diminutive creature begins to move back to the stone from which he came, begins to curl up, and moments later is nothing but once again a black rock with a gold symbol on it.
And I was hoping that was like some kind of semi-precious stone, because it would have been worth some money.
It is a semi-precious stone in a sense.
Yeah.
All right.
I think me or Bayamba should go up first, since we heard some movement, and just in case there's a fight. I don't mind going, or if he wants to go, but I think one of us two should go first.
He kind of keeps an eye out for anything that might, the others might have missed as he's going down the hall.
Right. Yeah. So as you go down, you look. There was nothing missed. They were all. The ones you got are, there's nothing missing other than the ones you got. So nothing strange or different or anything. So as you guys get to the spot, everybody give me an intelligence check, please, if you don't mind.
Son of...
I know you're not very smart.
I have no idea what I rolled.
All right.
Why can't we have this for combat?
So Renoir got a 17, Mulgar got a 15, Modred got a 9, and Hub got a 19, and Biamba got a 15. So as you are looking, you guys are all like going to walk up and no big deal, but Modred, you realize that the elevator device is down when what happened previously is when you guys got off the elevator, it went back up, because whenever the arrow is pointing to whenever the elevator or whenever the sarcophagus was turned to point down the tunnel, that caused it to rise up. So the default position is up. But now that you guys get here, its default position is down, which you immediately realize means that the sarcophagus is no longer pointing to the tunnel that occupies or that activates this elevator shaft.
Excellent.
We might have some jelly.
But there is still the button. There is a...
Yep, I'll push the button, Renoir.
So Renoir gets over and he pushes the button, and you feel it sort of...
Get out of there.
Biamba. You push the button, and suddenly you hear this sort of a grinding on stone sound, and gears shifting, and suddenly the elevator doors close, and you hear the grinding sound as the elevator rises.
All right. When it's done, I'll hit the button, and hopefully that'll call it back to us.
Okay. A few minutes later, after you hear the machinery grinding sound, the doors slide open, and the elevator is there once again.
We should have put something in it, though.
I suspect it's okay. That's just my guess, but I think it's the trap is the other one.
Okay. Who's going up?
But it doesn't hurt it if you want to try it. We can always try it.
Try putting something in it.
Yeah, I just thought maybe give it one try with something in it to see if it gets crushed.
I think that's smart.
All right.
Okay. You cycle the elevator, and whatever you put in comes back intact.
Perfect. Let's go.
So hub is still intact.
What?
I think we should.
We
I
did
think
say put
one of
something
our
small in it.
Yeah.
I think one of our two fightier people should probably go up.
I can go first, or Biamba wants to go.
Okay.
Sure. We'll send them up.
I know I'm not the best fighter, but do you want me to go up with whoever's going up? I mean, 2 hands, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be
It's
2 of us. How
right.
many ever can fit, really?
All right. So only 2 at most. So Biamba and Hub get into the elevator, and as soon as you guys get in, the doors close, raises you back up to the main floor, where you step out into the orange lantern hallway, and you can see that the sarcophagus is turned so that the arrow is pointing toward you. And then a few minutes later, everybody else follows suit. Takes you guys probably about 10 or 15 minutes once again to traverse the to get everybody to traverse the elevator shaft. And I guess that's you again, Modred, but I'm hearing a lot of static coming from your... Yeah.
How about now?
I'm still hearing it. It's like I can
Still
hear a
feel
lot.
it.
Yeah, it's like really staticky in the back. It's like listening to a static AM radio. So, there we go.
There you go.
That's
All
not
better.
it.
Perfect. All right, and as you guys find yourselves once again, if the map ever loads, once again back upstairs in the orange hallway.
Well, everyone, I know we talked about going back to town, but now that we kind of know what I don't want to say we're assured of anything, but it seems like really we either got to go down this tunnel or we got to go to the wolves. It seems to be the only 2 places we can go to try to get these other 2 lanterns. So I vote we go down this other tunnel and see where it takes us instead of going back to town, but that's up to you guys.
Yep. Before we do that, why don't we check out the jelly maker to see if there's perhaps any blood around it.
Sorry, I put you guys in...
I'd like to know why that thing moved or what happened to those people that moved it.
I put you guys in the wrong hallway, sorry. You guys were all in this one. My bad. You're in the yellow one, not the orange hallway. So, anyway, yeah, you guys could do what you want to do.
Well, I mean, if we go down
I agree.
If we go down the hole, we don't have to worry about the sarcophagus getting moved because it's a hole. It's not an elevator anymore.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm just curious on what happened. Some somebody moved the sarcophagus, and I'm curious what happened to them. They're either in the hole that we're about to go down, or they left, or they got squished. It'd be
Well,
nice to
see if
have.
the ranger can find any footprints.
Yeah, I can check, but I don't know
Good
exactly
idea.
what I'd be looking for. I mean, is it dusty in here, or is
It
it?
is a little bit. Not quite as bad as the initial entry where it's more exposed to the elements. Down here, it was a little less exposed because if you guys recall, before you came down, there was that whole southern hallway that was completely filled with webs and whatnot. So not too many people had come through. But yeah, there's dust around.
All right, I want to look around the sarcophagus to see if there's any. I mean, if it's humans, we're never going to be able to tell with boot prints. But if it's an animal or a monster, maybe I can see if it's something. Let's see what the roll is.
Yeah, as you look around, you don't see anything different other than y'all's footprints around here. Human size and halfling size footprints and boot marks and stuff, scuff marks.
If I had to guess, the thing's on a timer. After so long, it resets to its normal position.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that could be true too.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down. Why not?
Well, I'm happy if you guys want to tie me off. I think we should send either. I think the thing is, Bayamba has an ability to climb, so I think he probably should be last. He's strong and he can climb. I don't mind going first with a rope attached to me, in case there's something down there that we gotta fight.
Yeah, we can potentially attach the rope to the chain above with the lantern on it.
Do we know how much? Okay, let's tie it off and let's just pull on it and make sure it's going to secure somebody.
Good idea.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the halfling's name. Did he climb down there all the way to the bottom of it last time?
Hub went all the way down.
Hub did.
Yeah, it was a 60 foot climb. So you guys had 2 ropes tied together.
Yeah, I weigh a little more than him though.
Right, I'm just saying.
Right, and then if we're all coming up very quickly, I agree. Whoever suggested, I apologize, but whoever suggested we test that chain, I say we test that chain. So
yeah,
can't hurt.
I'm gonna pull on the rope and I'm gonna pull back on the chain. Just use some strength on it to see if it feels like it's gonna bear some weight.
Yeah, it looks very, very solidly anchored into the ceiling above.
Okay. What kind of check is it to go down with a rope, to climb on something with a rope?
So I am going to just say that, I know I'm trying to think on modern day, but you don't have like a climb walls or anything like that. So I am just going to say, give me a strength check. And
okay.
Since the rope is tied off onto you, give me a strength check, but add -4 to the roll. And by the way, I'm having to refresh my DM's version of it because I don't know what was going on, but it was weird.
Yeah, I can't remember myself. I think I read it a few weeks ago and I forgot.
What's that? Sorry.
The rules on non-thieves climbing.
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about that too much.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put the -4, but
that's okay.
Either way, I made it.
Yep, you still passed. Yep. So you begin to shimmy your way down. I probably should have gotten. Sorry, I forgot to open up my maps. Let me go really quick. While my DM screen is refreshing, let me go here. Age of Worms maps.
I forgot to ask Bamba to loan me some arrows. I think I'm down to just a few arrows.
Yeah.
Maybe when he comes down.
Yeah. So as I had said previously, when Hub went down, well, let me go ahead and give the description again, just because that's the kind of guy I am.
Please.
That's the kind of guy I am. Still waiting for my thing to load. I don't know what the hell's going on. So as you climb down, you enter into a room very much the same shape almost as the room you did on the other one. It has this sort of an indentation or an arch, if you will, on the southern wall where you step out of the cylinder, if you will. And then it's a rectangular room, probably about 20 feet wide by 15 feet across, with a 10-foot wide hallway leading directly ahead. In this room, you can see that there are dozens of bas-relief figures similar to the one on the sarcophagus lid in the room above, are staring out disapprovingly from the walls. Many sport crossed arms and stern expressions. A few of the statues' heads are missing, and some have huge chunks torn out of them for other body parts. Others have a weird, melted appearance as if they had been sprayed by something terrible. And I believe Hub realized it was probably acid that melted away a lot of the stone for some of the statuary here. A large glyph.
Okay,
Say again?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, a large glyph that looks like a stylized arrow points down a short corridor to the north that leads to a four-way intersection, and that symbol looks exactly like the symbol that you saw in the other place, the architect Nardoc, his symbol that looked like the alien in a spaceship, as you guys called it.
Okay. I'm going to knock an arrow, and I'm going to get an arrow ready, and I'm going to look down the corridor, and while everybody else climbs down, I'm going to cover the corridor.
Okay.
And I'm shooting at anything that moves.
All right. So, everybody go ahead and give me a strength check as you climb down the rope.
Would my climbing help? Because I have an 85%.
Yeah, you do your climb. You don't do the strength. You do the climb check. I'm sorry, I forgot to. You have to add a -4 to that because you guys are tied off on the rope. So you passed, Renoir.
And I do climbing also. Would that be correct?
What's that?
That's Hub.
Yeah.
Hub do
yeah,
climb walls.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you guys have climb wall skill, then you use the
You
climb
said
wall
-4?
skill. Yeah, add -4 to the dice roll. Oh, you failed by 1, Modred. All right, the only one we're still waiting on then is Biamba.
I guess it doesn't allow you to roll from the page, so I'll just roll it on the dice roller.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
bizarre.
not giving me an option.
Hit the strength score on your character sheet.
No, he has climb walls, so he has actual skill.
Oh, here we go.
There it is.
Maybe
Climb
this
cliffs
will
and
lock.
trees. Just click the skill. There we go. Easily.
Nice.
All right, so everybody passed except Modred. Modred, I am going to say that you do have. It is a 60-foot drop.
I'm dead, y'all.
However, you do have 1 point available, and you failed by 1 point.
I'll take it. I'll use it.
All right.
I'll burn it.
All right.
Good choice.
Modred has that. Yes, because I guess as time goes on, as we go through these, a lot of times there is a house rule that I do it's 1d6 for every 10 feet fallen, right?
Oof.
But so for 10 feet, it's 1d6. For 20 feet, it's 1d6 plus 2d6, so that's 3d6. For 30 feet, it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 for a total of 66, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they add together. It's not just like 60 feet is 66. It's 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Yeah. Yeah.
That's vicious. Ooh.
Yeah, it is very vicious. So don't fall in my game.
I am never climbing again.
Yep. Or get Featherfall real quick. So I actually read, as a sidebar, there's actually a really, really good article in a Dragon magazine that says, because that is really overkill. That is a lot of damage. But at the same time, doing 7d6 for a 70-foot fall potentially could be nothing to a high level, but a 70-foot fall could really kill you. So there was this really great article in one of the Dragon magazines, I forget which one, that sort of took a realistic approach. Well, it's just way too much map. If I had a a macro that would do it for me, I'd do it in an instant, but I don't. So you all managed to successfully climb down into the recesses below as you climb down the jagged remnants of this elevator shaft that once held a strange cylinder and all the machinery and gear that entails. As you stand in this strange room with all of these bas relief statuary that makes up the entire surrounding walls, you make sure that this is turned on. As I said, all of the statuary around you is almost like they have a disapproving look. But many of them are missing their heads. Some of them are partially melted. As we described previously, Hub realized that it was probably acid. You can hear from the hallways in the distance, or the chambers that are in the distance, you can hear the sound of beetle wings, as if they're thousands upon thousands upon thousands. It sounds like an ocean wave of, and it's echoing through all of the chambers. Additional,
those beetles?
Yes, it sounds very much like the beetles that attacked you guys previously. At the same time, you also smell not only a musty, but a very briny sort of a smell. Almost like water. Although you don't see any water here, it gives a distinct, almost like, you know how you get that smell of rain before the rain comes? It's kind of like that effect. But it's very, like I said, musty, wet, kind of briny. But the hallway extends as far as you can see in the distance, but there is a four-way intersection about 10 or 15 feet ahead.
All right, Hub, come with me. I'll look right, you look left.
Should we check for trappy traps? And
If you want to check for traps on the floor, go ahead.
Okay, we'll do standby.
Now his search is for a 10 by 10 area, right?
Yeah, but usually I just sort of kind of gift you guys a little bit as you search. Searching around the entryway here, you don't find any traps. At least it doesn't appear to be trapped anyway.
I passed that on the party, and I said, okay, let's do it.
All right. I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to peek around the corner.
All right.
My way.
And I peek around the other.
All right. Looking around, I'll do to the right first. As you look around to the right, you can see a large chamber. The north and south walls taper somewhat. In a nook on the far eastern wall rests a wide stone basin backed by a 5-foot tall shelf. A hardened orange paste spills out over the 2-foot basin lip and covers much of the shelf. In the room, you can see it sort of slopes down the last couple of feet here at the end of the hall before it opens into the room. You can see it sort of slopes downward, and you can see, much to your delight, thousands of tiny beetles with bright blue carapaces skitter and tunnel through the chalky substance. A keening insect chorus fills the room. A huge organic mass completely fills the room's southwest corner. Judging by the beetles spilling from within, it appears to be an enormous nest. So down here you can see all of this gunk. I'm sorry, you can't see. You can see, like, right here at the corner is the beginning of a nest of what appears to be these beetle creatures. And you can see that there was some sort of a basin all the way here. I don't know why it's not showing on the map. Let me check my walls here first, fellas. Maybe it's, I think it's because
Looks like a shadow of some kind. Yeah.
It's interesting. Hang on a second. I'm looking at this and I'm like, why is... I'm looking at one map and... Sorry, this is just me being retarded. Sorry. Interesting. That map... just checking to make sure I got the right ones here, and I do. It's interesting when I look at one map, the DM's map is actually different than the player map, which is what I'm showing here. But it's still the same, doesn't matter. And the reason is, I was wondering why I was showing black back here, because this is high enough you can't see behind it. So it's no big deal. But anyway, you can see that there is this sort of yellowish chalky substance that is dried but overflowing this God, what am I looking for? Basin, and it sort of looked like it at one time spilled over on the floor, but it's all like dried up and very chalky. But the beetles that you see are kind of wallowing in it, right? It's like they're loving the stuff, whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
This is bizarre.
I don't think we want to go that way.
I definitely don't want to go that way. If I had a fireball, I would chunk it in that bad boy. I tell you that right now.
All right. Looking over to the western direction, you can see that 8 man-sized stone slabs about 4 feet off the ground are arranged in 2 rows inside this large room. A long dead corpse, possibly human, lay sprawled out upon one of the slabs, his red leather armor the only hint of color in the otherwise drab room. The north and south walls taper in somewhat, and the short west wall abuts a small stone stage. The red clay statue of a powerfully built warrior wielding a cylinder-headed great club stands tall upon the stage, its eyes surveying the room.
Does that statue look like the other statues that we've been seeing, like the Wind Lord guys from previously?
Let me see what it... no, it looks actually a little bit different. It looks like a rather large human, in some sort of armor or something, but it's, like I said, it's a statue. It's a powerfully built warrior wielding a cylinder-headed great club. So it's sort of like it has a long handle, and at the end of the club, it's got just a big round cylinder, very much like a mace, although it's a round, like think of a piston of a car. It's just got a big, huge cylinder at the end of it. The thing is, this thing's probably about 8 or 9 feet tall, standing on that stage. And its eyes, although it's unmoving, you can see its eyes are cast out over the room itself.
I whisper to those who are near me what I see.
The dead guy, is he recently dead or what?
From what you guys can see, it's skeletal, so it's probably been there for a while.
Wow.
I'm just worried if we get into combat in this area, those beetles are going to come flying at us.
Yep, that's a possibility. I think we want to stay away from those beetles for now.
I would like to keep going north. I mean, it's up to you. If somebody want to go investigate, go investigate. But I just am afraid a battle in this area is going to cause all those beetles to come flying at us.
I'm afraid a battle anywhere down here is going to cause them beetles to come flying at us. But let's go north.
Yep, yeah, let's try north. We haven't. What we're looking for is 2 lanterns. We haven't seen 2 lanterns, so.
Okay.
Very quietly.
As you guys approach, you come to a pair of alcoves, and you can see that numerous pegs extending from the walls of these alcoves look very similar to the pegs upstairs in the big alcove where you found the 2 wands and the as you guys go that way, Biamba and Modred, you get into the other chamber and you sort of get yourself a closer look. And as you do, appearing out from around the back of one of these large stone tables here, you see a huge beetle, a single beetle on its own, but it is massive. As you hear it, let us roll for initiative.
Reggie.
What?
Let's hope they don't call friends.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Trying to remember how to roll for the initiative again.
So easiest way is you go to your first of all I begin the encounter. So now go to your character sheet under your combat and you'll see the little dice off to the side.
Combat off this little dice. No dice. Let me close it and open it up again.
I'm not seeing them either.
That's because
I had it popped out.
The only two that are in combat right now are Modred and Biamba, because the rest of you guys are down the hall.
Okay, that explains it.
Still don't see no dice.
Weird. Why is it not letting me? It's not letting me see Biamba's whole character sheet. What the hell's up with that?
I've got, I don't know.
Yeah, and he's got an hourglass next to him on the combat sheet.
Yeah, I know, because right now because he hasn't rolled, I don't think. Wow, that's weird.
I haven't.
When I put in combat, when I click on the character sheet, it doesn't do the whole sheet.
If I click on a combat on the main page, then it gives me an option to do an initiative.
Well, yeah, you can definitely roll it from there, but it's supposed to be able to roll off your character sheet.
Yeah,
because
definitely not there.
Yeah, I can't see your character sheet now. It's weird. That's bizarre.
Huh.
Barbarians are weird.
No, I can't see Modred's either. I click on anybody's character sheet.
Wizards are weird.
Yeah. I don't like this because I need to be able to see. So anyway, why did you get a plus 12?
See, I have no idea. I just rolled the dice.
Yeah.
Let me go. It shouldn't be a plus 12 on initiative.
No, you got, yeah, I don't know that you had any.
I don't know what that means. Don't get to go this round or the next round either.
I got a dex bonus, but
yeah, there is something definitely wrong. They must have updated this or something, and there is something definitely wrong with the. Hang on, you know what? I'll bet it is. All right, I apologize. Give me just a second. I'm going to go. All right, this is really bothering me. 4. Let me go to the combat. All right, so the combat's working. Oh, wow. I wonder. I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody, because I am looking at this and I'm trying to configure the settings. It's under core. And usually when I opened it, it lets me, oh, what dice do you want to use and all that stuff. So combat tracker, okay, that's fine, no theme. I'm looking to see where it shows me the to use a 10-sided dice, and I'm like, which one is this? Configure interface, dark, okay. And again, I really apologize for this slight delay. We'll get this taken care of in a second, but it's like it's not letting me. Like, where do I set the 10-sided dice now? It used to be right here on the basic game, so I don't know if it's something didn't load when I refreshed. Macros. This is really, really upsetting me. This is not making me a happy guy. All right, the permissions is the same. This is the same. Audio, video, everything's the same. Prototype overrides is the same. Figure dice is the same. This is really, really. Figure default sheets. I don't know. It's like I don't know where to do the setting. It has a thing for combat, but it doesn't do anything for combat except for. I don't want chat. Yeah, see, this is one thing I hate. Is like every time they update the game system, it resets all of the settings back to their defaults, which is everything that's selected. So, all right. So right now, I am just not going to worry too much about it. I'm just checking the last things to make sure they're okay, and I'm not worried about not being able to get to your guys' character sheets, but. So Biamba, you actually rolled. What is your dexterity? What is your bonus for dexterity?
Reaction?
Yeah, your reaction.
The defense adjustment or the reaction? Reaction is 1.
All right, so you rolled an 8. So you got a 7 plus 1 should be 8. I don't know where they're getting their shit from. All right,
Shouldn't it be negative if we're going for lower, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're last no matter how you cut it.
Actually, no. The higher. No, because the low. Yeah, see, and again, that's one of the settings in the game. Say, do you want to do it high or low? Now it's doing it so the higher initiative goes first. And I don't know where to change it. It doesn't have the form anymore that they used to have all these settings. So, Modred, I forgot what you rolled and I deleted it. Damn it. So, I know that you had...
I cast Magic Missile.
Well, I'm just saying you had plus... I know you had plus... a total of plus 5. So, I think you only had a plus 1. So, I need to take here. So, you're actually in a 7. All right. So, I'm just going to go with it the way it is. Biamba, you are up first as you see this giant beetle. All right, I'm not even going to be able to fucking do combat with this thing. Son of a bit. I can't access any of its attacks. It won't let me do anything with its attacks. So
let's just say I walk over and smash it with my boot.
No, let's not. No, let's not. 'Cause this thing's about 3 feet around. All right, so
I got big feet.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Clearly my wife's fault.
All right, I'm going to go back here. There's one thing that it has on here that I can do that I usually turn off, but I'm going to probably turn it back on. Is
the cinema strikes again.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like it's like I want to be able to have the HUD. Because when I got rid of it, because with the HUD, and now I can't even find that. It's like, where do I turn on the HUD? I may end up having...
Just to be clear, we're trying to turn on the HUD, not the HUB. Is that correct?
Head-up
display. Yeah, we want to turn the HUD, not hub. All right, so...
Because I need flowers to be turned on.
I'm looking for... I literally just turned it off. Like, I was clicking on people's characters and it was opening up this big-ass HUD that lets me access all your abilities, and it's covering my screen. So I said, I don't want that. So I went and turned it off. And now I can't find where to turn it back on because I want to be able to see... Oh, my God. You talk about somebody about ready to fucking throw shit.
If I could offer a suggestion, it is 25 minutes past the hour. Maybe we should take a 10-minute break while we figure this out.
You know what?
Just throwing that out there.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pause this right now. I'm going to go turn the music off because that's just adding to my frustration. All right, I am going to do exactly that. I'm going to take a break, and I want to figure out what the hell they did to my game system. Let me turn on my timer. And I apologize, folks. This is the first of the many issues that we have. And when they change things, and I guess I should look back and say, Sean, don't ever update anything, because every time they do, they break something. So I am going to start the break, and hopefully you guys don't mind the smooth, silky sounds of monkey boogers once we get past the
At Walgreens, we know flu season can feel a little chaotic. So we're going to give you our flu info.
The ads on this, but we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Again, I apologize, players. I apologize for those that haven't been through this again. I really apologize. Appreciate the new follows. Hopefully, we got more follows to come.
That's the human
and
kind of Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Anyway, sorry, my son just squirreled me. It's like, I got too much going on. But we're going to listen to the smooth, silky sounds of monkey boogers. Hopefully you guys will be back in 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to go cry and fix this. So we'll be back.
Roger that.
Yeah, whenever anything goes wrong like this, the proper response is to yell Brenda. It's probably her fault.
Terrific. Now my internet says I can't connect to Forge.
Brenda? See how well that works?
I don't know why. It's like, boom, 1 minute it works, next minute, boom, everything dies. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're connected, obviously, to the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm seeing everything perfectly fine on the player version, because I have two windows up. One has a player's view that I show on the stream, and the other has a DM view that I don't. And the player's view loads fine. Now finally the DM's view is getting ready to load again. Yeah, stuff like this just really frustrates me, man, because as a software guy myself, I just want shit to work.
Yeah, it's no problem when it happens when you're not doing a game, but when you're doing a live game, it's like,
yeah, exactly.
It's like when the demo don't work.
Yeah, we have stuff like this happen periodically, right? And I'm not going to lie, it happens, more often than I don't like. It's like I pay for gigabit internet. I clock my speed before I start every game, and I'm pushing over 500 meg per second on Wi-Fi. I have gigabit coming into my house. I've got 500 coming to my computer, and I can't fucking load a web page. Come on, seriously. All right, let's see if anything changed here. Yep, now it works. So now when I double click on the tokens, it opens up the character sheet. So something happened when it reloaded the page. It did not fully load the game module. Ergo. All right.
Yeah. The system probably decided to do an update mid our game or something.
Exactly. Well, no, it's just I refreshed the page and something didn't load correctly. Right? So we should be good to go now when we come back. It was good timing for the break anyway.
Sweet.
So no, nobody move. Nobody say anything. Nobody touch anything. Just stay where you are. If you have to adjust your little aluminum foil hat, please do so. Yeah.
What does this button do?
No!
was looking in the player's handbook, and for 25,000 gold, we can buy a large war gallery. So if anybody wants to pool our money, maybe we'll get a ship someday.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought a nice sailing. Anybody know how to sail a boat, a war galley? They can't be hard to sail. You get a captain with it for 25,000.
I think halflings are generally, or hobbits, I should say, afraid of water, I believe. Except for those from Breetown, I believe. Yeah, and see what they have to them.
Wait a second, and vampires are afraid of water. So are hobbits vampires?
Hey. It doesn't matter if that actually describes how I look. You should be nice. You should be nice. We're big boned. You know, while we're waiting, I'll just shoot the bull a little bit. I've been having to review the first edition books because it's been forever and a day since I played first edition. And it's just very interesting. I miss it. I miss the books, but I can also see why in some cases they came out with a second edition. Second edition had a lot of challenges, but I can understand how they just were trying to clear up some of the rules from the first edition. Wow, I did not know that.
That makes sense.
See how long this song has left before we're... It's got about a minute left. We'll go ahead and let it run to the end of the song. Because I'm trying.
I'll be damned. I did not know that.
What are we talking about?
Just shooting the bull.
Oh, okay.
We also discussed that it's only 25,000 gold to buy a warship, and we're thinking about it.
I like it. Let's do it. Where else could you need a warship but right smack dab in the middle of the Cairn Hills?
Exactly.
I'm sure my 14 silver pieces or so will help.
We're going to pass the hat, don't worry.
All right, let's get back to this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to tonight's episode of Agora Quest, episode number 5. As our party is moving their way down the hallways. However, we ran into a little snafu on the combat. So basically what happened was, whenever the page locked on me, it wasn't letting me do anything. I had to refresh it. And when it refreshed, it obviously didn't load everything correctly, because when I would open up one of the player character sheets for combat, it only loaded up the name, right? It had their image pop up, it had their name, but it didn't have any of their abilities. Not so bad for the player character, but it did the same thing for the monster token. So I had to, at the great suggestion of our humble party, we went ahead and took a break. I appreciate you guys sort of being nimble with us. However, we are back to combat, and I managed to get everything to load correctly. The only thing I have to see now is let's go back to where we were here. And now we can go back to combat as it's weird that it shows Biamba with it, but it's not. As the beetle, see, as it loaded it correctly now, so you are correct in that Biamba, you should have a 6 as opposed to an 8. So your initiative should be reflected accordingly. However, the giant bombardier beetle comes rushing at you as it moves up, and it targets you with its mandibles. As its sharp mandibles come out and start pinching toward Biamba, but they are not able to pierce through his thick hide type armor. However, it does have a gas like a cloud of gas that it has. And let's see.
Must be Taco Tuesday.
As its cloud is around it there. And give me a saving throw versus poison, both Modred and Biamba. As Modred has failed miserably, as Biamba, you suffer 4 hit points of acid damage, while Modred, you suffer 9, leaving you at 1 health left, sir. As I don't know why it didn't do it.
Do we have any ability to start running toward this?
Yes, you guys will go in. You guys will go in the next. But right now, I don't know why it's not letting me change it. But Biamba, you should have a 6 for your initiative. So Biamba, you are next. You are up, sir. As you hear Modred cry out in agony, and you hear combat beginning, both Mulgar and Hub, and then you can actually see it, Renoir. You guys, if you wish, anybody that wants to join into combat, please roll initiative for me. Is that it for you, Biamba?
Oops. Sorry, I'm being a little slow, but I'm going to try to use my bow.
All right, so both swings miss, Biamba, or both arrows miss, I should say. And by the way, I believe there is a penalty to trying to attack with your bow within 5 feet.
Is there?
I believe there is. Don't quote me on that, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. However, both of your arrows miss.
I missed 2 right dead center. I mean, that's
yep.
point blank range.
I mean, you point blank range. Hey, what do you want to say? It's got super hard, scaly shell as your arrows is like your reaction is more like, oh crap, and you fire off 2 quick arrows, but they both ricochet off of the hard scaly exoskeleton of the beetle. And Modred, you are up. All right, I like it. Make sure you target the creature.
Double right click.
There you go. Good to go. Nice. As you do 4 hit points of damage to the creature. Let me see really quick something here. Weird that it didn't take it off, but that's fine. I just took it off for you. All right. As you move away, it gets a attack of opportunity upon you. And the beetle reaches out with its pincers as he hits you with his pincers. Oh, 5 hit points of damage.
Ouch! Double crap.
Taking you down to -4. As you drop to the floor, as you try to get away, this thing sort of swarms at you and lashes out with its pincer, grabbing you by the thigh, piercing deeply, puncturing into the leg vein as you collapse to the floor in pain as your precious life source begins to flood out of your body. I need initiative rolls from Mulgar, Hub, and Renoir if you are going to join in the combat.
Yeah,
if you're not,
it wouldn't let me off my character sheet. I'm trying to shoot my bow, but it won't let me.
Well, you can't get in now because you guys can't join until this turn. So I will add you to the combat. Hub, are you joining as well?
I am.
Okay. All right. So if Mulgar, Renoir, and Hub, go ahead. I have added you into the combat. Go ahead. Well, actually, let me do this really quick. As you go back to the top of the order, and now you guys can go back and redo your initiative.
Okay.
Does everybody?
Everybody can. Yeah. So you should be able to.
Yeah. It's not letting me bring up more. There it goes. Sorry. There it goes.
Should I put a modifier -1 or it should be a -1?
For what? No, you shouldn't do any modifier at all. It should automatically figure it in now that the game is fixed.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Not sure my initiative ended up being 11, but whatever.
It didn't take it. I rolled a 7 and it should have been a 6.
Well, I know that we're thinking something some way, but there's obviously something that we are missing in the game system. So, I don't know. Yeah, because Mulgar's has his, for his bow, it's got his dex reaction. What did you roll with? Just a regular?
Yeah, for some reason it added I did a 1d10 plus 5, but I believe it should just be a 1d8 plus nothing.
No. For what? Initiative?
Yeah.
No, the initiative is a d10.
Okay, was it?
We rolled d10 for initiative. So Hub did it with a dagger. He did it with melee, and he rolled a 9.
Then it added 5 for reasons.
It looks like it's only adding it for ranged attack. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's still going to put everybody in like the correct order. So Modred's the only one, but he shouldn't need it. So all right, Mulgar, you are up.
Okay. All right. Hey, let's see.
You can hear the humming coming from the other side. As you fire, you hit armor class 8 and you miss.
All right, I'm going to use my nat 20.
Okay. Mulgar uses his natural 20.
And damage. So do I do ×2?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
As you release your arrow, you manage to pierce through the creature. It goes right through where its head or wherever maybe its brain is, whatever you want to call it. But it slays the creature.
Can somebody help the mage?
I was casting Cure Light Wounds, so hopefully I can just cast it on the mage here.
All right, go ahead.
So if I want to come over here and just kind of watch this corridor a little bit.
Okay, you can see movement on the other side as the beetles and creatures and whatnot are all moving around.
The whisper, we have to go. We have to move.
Agreed.
All right, how much did you heal him for? Oh, click, yeah. Are you casting it twice? Oh, you already cast it once, okay.
No, I forgot to select him, so I had to undo the whole thing and start over
okay.
again.
All right, so he gets 2 back. So he is currently at 2 hit points. And since he was down to -4, he is going to be 4 hours with the inability to do wizardly things. He can move around, he can do other things, but no wizardly things like casting spells and other things. You are too weak and too drained from the loss of blood.
Let's go, lads. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it's time to explore this room since we've already paid the price. Or at least we
There are beetles on the other corridor
coming across the other side. You better be
quick. They kicked our ass earlier.
Do they look like they're coming this way, Sean?
No, they're just moving around, but they look agitated.
Okay, I'm keeping my bow up and I'm keeping my eye, and if anything comes out of that room, I'm shooting it.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's move away from the beetles into this room and see what's going on. That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
Said there was that
beetle corpse.
Yes. As you guys, why is it still showing you in combat? I don't get it. That's bizarre. Oh well.
Nadie lo sabe.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep. All right. So you, as you move into the chamber, as I said, let me get another description. 8 man-sized stone slabs about 4 feet off the ground are arranged in 2 rows in this large room. A long dead corpse, possibly human, lays sprawled out upon one of these slabs, his red leather armor the only hint of color in the otherwise drab room. The north and south walls taper in somewhat, and the short west wall abuts a small stone stage. A red clay statue of a powerfully built warrior wielding a cylinder-headed great club stands upon the stage, its eyes surveying the room. I need everybody, please, give me a saving throw versus spells.
If I'm not in the room, do I have to too?
No. Only Renoir, Modred, and Biamba. As you guys step into the room, you begin to feel extremely tired. And by the way, the dead corpse thing is on this table right up here in the front of the room. Biamba, as you and Modred are standing there, you begin to get extremely tired, and as you look at these stone slabs, you realize, this is a great place to rest. Modred, having gone through your excruciating ordeal with this bombardier beetle that your friends just slayed, it's like you can't resist yourself, and you find yourself coming to the second table here, and you go to lay down while Biamba comes over here, and you both lay down upon the stone slabs, trying to get yourself a little bit of rest. As you lay down, you feel, oh, this feels so nice. Renoir, you feel a little bit similar, but your fortitude and your strength and your will, buoyed by your faith in Tritherion, allows you to overcome the drowsy feeling as you're like, no, now is not a time to rest. Now is a time for us to get moving. But you look ahead and you see Biamba and Modred both sort of laying down upon these stone slabs, beginning to go to sleep.
Yeah,
and
we might want to switch chat between Modred and I. I think I was the one who failed. Modred's the one who made it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I could have swore that it was. You are correct. I'm sorry. Sorry. As Modred, you are down here. Over here. And
unless somebody's telling me, I probably don't even know what's going on because I'm watching the Beatles.
So
HUD's in the same situation.
So you guys are watching. Modred, you watch as your two friends lay down upon, and as they do, you can see slowly and you
okay,
hear
I turn and look.
As you as Modred, you see and you hear this cracking sort of sound as the massive red statue with bearing the huge club or the mace with a large metal cylinder at the end begins to move. And
I'm shooting it with my bow
and stepping toward a beginning to doze Biamba. Okay.
I recommend the two big humans or big half-elves grab those big guys that are asleep and let's get the hell out of here.
They're not quite asleep. They're not quite asleep. But yeah.
I have crappy saving throws, so I think if I realize they went down, I'm probably going down. I'm gonna shoot the golem or whatever the heck that thing is, statue, whatever it is.
All right, let me see. Where is it? Yes, this is. I am going to use this item. Since they don't have a statue for it, I'm using this because it's actually considered an animated object, not really a golem.
Okay.
As it begins to step toward...
I'm going to ask Hub, can you grab one of them? While I deal with this.
I can try.
Oops. Wrong thing. Sorry. And I'm going to put all three of you into the combat just in case.
So, Sean, while you're doing that, I don't want to metagame here. Can I move? This is Hub asking, can he move, or do I need to wait?
No. Well, you're going to have to wait for your turn in the turn. So,
Roger that.
So everybody, roll for initiative for whatever you're going to do. Hub, you can just roll right off the combat tab. You just click the little dice next to it. You don't have, because you're not like going to be doing a weapon or anything like that. But if you just go to the combat tab, you just click a regular generic dice roll and it'll roll. Modred, I'm not sure if there's really anything you can do. I probably should just take you out of the combat because you can't really do anything. You see where I'm talking about the roll initiative hub?
Yeah, roger that. Sorry, I'm slow.
Yep, you're fine. You didn't roll it off the sheet, but that's fine. So if you go on the VTT on the combat tab, which is the second tab down, says combat encounters. If you click on that, you'll see your character, and off to the right, you'll see a 20-sided die.
Sure. My apologies. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry there, Mildred.
No, you're
He's
fine.
walking me through some stuff. Stand by there, Mildred.
You're fine. Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, it's a better initiative.
I'm not sure Sean can hear you.
No, I don't hear him. Who's talking?
Mildred's asking if he can activate a wand.
Oh, shit. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. So I was getting... Yes, Modred, I am going to say you can do that. I was getting so much feedback from Modred that I actually muted him for myself, and I forgot to unmute him. That's all I heard. I couldn't
You think
hear
of
anything.
shattering him?
Well, no, I'm actually thinking of using the unseen servant to smack him awake. That's the shatter
what you're
won't
saying.
do, but
Yeah.
just a little bit of material. I think that
You're right.
statue's bigger than that.
So the shatter can work on any unanimated or any animated or any like non flesh and bone object. It can shatter and break it. So this thing, you don't know if it's a golem or not, right? So if it's a golem, it won't work on it. But if it is just a regular animated, like if you watch the flying broom fly around, or you watch the suit of armor walk around, that's considered an animated object. Shatter would cause damage against it. But in this case, I will agree that you probably don't know if it would work. So the unseen servant definitely would be a good deal. So that being said, let me add. Well, I'm just going to put you at the end of the turn. So Mulgar, I'm going to give you first.
Okay, well, here goes nothing. Oh. I'm almost out of arrows.
As you miss.
That's gonna miss.
Yep. Actually, what did it? What did it hit? Yeah, hit.
Yeah, nothing.
No, that one.
Well, that should hit.
This one. Well, technically it did, but I forgot to change its AC on the thing. So.
Oh. So it did hit then?
It did hit. You hit armor class 3, so it does hit armor class 3. As you do 1 hit point of damage to it.
I'm sure that really hurt it.
Yep. Well, better than 0. Am I right?
True.
All right. Hub.
Hub's turn, undecided.
Yep. That's
okay, I'm going to try to run over. So sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah. The reason it says undecided is because if you roll it from the combat tab, it doesn't know what you're doing. If you roll it from your character sheet, then it knows that you picked a sword or a bow or a spell or whatever, and it'll tell you what your turn is. So since technically it's undecided, but we know what you're going to do. Who you going to first?
Roger that. I'm going to try to go get Biamba. He's furthest away, and
okay.
I'm probably asking for it, but that's what I'm doing.
All right, so go ahead and move yourself to right there. And then you begin slapping at Biamba. Biamba, give me another saving throw versus spells, please. As you're sitting there smacking on him, he's just not responding, but you can continue, or you can try to do something else next turn when it comes around.
Right. I'm going to keep at him.
Yep, that's fine. I
so
figured.
Next turn.
Yep. All right. Modred.
Now, since Modred saw Mulgar shoot the thing and actually appear to do damage to it, can he deduce that perhaps maybe it's not a golem?
I am going to say no.
Okay. He does the unseen servant goes to get Renoir.
Okay. As you once again bring up your blackish colored wand, and what do you do, sir?
I say the command word to activate it.
Which one's that?
Hold on a second. I got to pull that up. And out. That's not mine. Calamaris.
Calamaris. As you say that, suddenly your unseen servant appears before you, and you send it over to Renoir. Renoir, give me another. As the unseen servant floats over there quickly, and it begins sort of smacking on top of Renoir's face, trying to awaken him. Give me another saving throw versus spells, Renoir. As suddenly you sort of come out of your drowsiness and you're like, leave me alone, I'm so tired. But then you realize what's going on, and you sort of slowly drag yourself off the table as if it's 1,000 years of sleep have finally come and gone, and you drag yourself off the table, sliding onto the floor, sort of catching yourself on this, on the stonework, your feet landing heavily, shocking your knees and waking you up slightly more, and you look as this red clay creature with this massive rod with a cylinder head is coming right towards you. So I am going to add you to the combat turn, and you will be able to join next time. As the creature has moved toward you, and it targets you with its club device. Sorry, I couldn't think of what I was saying. It slams this. You watch as this heavy thing slams down onto the table just as you roll off out of the way, right where your head was. Slams onto it, and you watch as bits of rock get splintered away from the heavy blow of this thing, and you realize that the skeletal corpse that's laying on the front table has its skull smashed as well, so you can only guess the fate of the poor fellow in the red leather armor laying at the head of the room, so to speak. As we go around to the next turn, everybody give me your initiative rolls.
Oh,
pretty please.
God. I guess I'm going to have to charge it. I got one arrow left. Why do you people got to go in these rooms?
Why not?
Why ask why?
I agree.
But dry.
All right, Renoir, you are up first.
Alrighty, let's do some Macy stuff and give him a swack.
Okay. As you
didn't select him. Oh well. It doesn't matter.
Boopman's Mace missed Mordred, it said.
Yeah, because he still has you targeted from when he healed you. That would have been fun. That'd have been funny if he was, oops, it slipped out of my hand and went flying across the room and smashed Modred. Yeah. Smashed Modred in the face. All right. All right. Is it for Renoir, or are you moving or no?
I think that would potentially provoke an
it does.
attack of opportunity. Yeah, so
Yes,
I think I'll stay here.
All right, Mulgar, you are up because you both have the same initiative, so I give you the benefit.
Okay, I'm charging.
All right. Don't forget to add +2 to your attack roll for the charge.
Okay.
I see servant. Slam him into it.
Yeah, and Mulgar, don't you have a high resistance to sleep as an elf? Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I probably do, don't I?
Yep.
I think so.
I forgot all about that. Oops.
I think
my
it's like
bad.
90% or something crazy.
That hits.
And this should do some good damage to him.
Nice.
Or not.
7 hit points of damage as you slam into it, knocking it backwards slightly as the bits and pieces of clay go flying everywhere. I need a saving throw versus spells, please. This is not just necessarily a sleep. This is more a fatigue exhaustion spell. And it doesn't put you to sleep. It makes you just so tired you want to take a nap.
This is why I did not want to enter this room, because I have a horrible save.
Oh, nat 20 as you save. Nat 20 as
Holy
you
cow.
save. Nicely done.
I'll take it.
Hub, you are up. Gonna continue smacking him? Or are you going to attack the creature?
Biamba.
You're gonna try to wake up Biamba?
That is correct.
Okay. Biamba, go ahead and give me a saving throw versus spells, please.
Okie dokie.
This is why nat 20s are so helpful.
Nope.
You know, you forget how bad saving throws are at first level.
Yeah.
They're awful.
Servant, go wake up the other guy.
As a side note, I'm saying when I'm smacking Biamba, I'm saying, this is for making me sleep in the wild.
All right. As we go. Oop, sorry. I forgot. Damn it. Sorry. I forgot. I get the... I have to roll a 6-sided dice because it is the creature or the... Yeah, it is the object's turn. So I'm going to roll a 6-sided. 1 through 3 is Wenmar. 4, 5, 6 is Mulgar.
Am I muted still?
You're not.
Okay.
Why did it not? Oh, let's try this again. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It attacks Mulgar with its... As Mulgar gets hit.
I was about to say you can't hit me, but I guess he can.
Yep.
Does he have to move away from me to do that?
No, he's sitting right there with both of you, right there. You're both within 5 feet of him.
Ooh, that hurt.
As he takes 5 hit points of damage from Mulgar. I mean, to Mulgar. All right. Now we can go back. Uh-oh. Are you serious? I'm an idiot. Sorry, I accidentally ended the encounter. Oops. That's okay.
We won.
Fortunately,
we won.
Yeah, fortunately,
Yay!
Fortunately, we're going to the top of the order, so as we go. All right. Everybody roll for initiative for whatever you're going to do, or roll general off the combat tab. All right. Up first, Modred, you want to go ahead and go just so you can do it for the for your unseen servant?
Oh, you want me to roll initiative or just
just do a general so I can know when to do it during the turn. So just click the little dice on the tab. Yeah.
Did it roll?
Yeah, it did, but it didn't. You roll it off of the combat tab. If you go onto the combat encounters on the right hand side, the second one down is a little cross swords. You'll see your name with a dice.
Yeah.
So do the initiative off of there, because that way it'll put you in order. There we go. Modric got an 8. All right, Renoir, you're up first.
All right, I have him selected, so let's try giving this a roll.
Hit him.
You missed by 3. Is that it for you?
I don't know what's going on here.
You missed him. You rolled.
Nice.
You rolled a
Did it not actually roll a dice? I didn't see a dice.
Yeah, it did. Sometimes it won't show it on the screen, but it did roll. You rolled a...
I don't know. Something happened there. I'm not sure what. First one should be what counts.
Yeah, if you go to the chat on the left-hand side, correction, right-hand side, the top thing, it'll show you all your rolls.
Yeah, it'll show the dice rolls.
So,
but you rolled a 4, so you missed. And now it is the broom's turn. And I'm looking. Okay, yep. So it's not the broom, but the golem's turn. I say golem because that's what it looks like, but it's really not. Why did
Missed?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's what we like to see. A 4.
Yeah, I didn't target you, so that's why. So it actually, I'm trying to see why it got a... This is weird, man. I am confusing myself.
I think it hit the pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
No,
no.
pseudo dragon.
No, he didn't. I was just looking why it added a +5 to its dice roll. But I'm not going to worry about it. So it missed. Hub.
Okay, so I've got my dagger ready. I was just going to go attack it because I think slapping Biamba, as much as I enjoy that, isn't getting there.
Okay.
But here's the question. Am I in a position to try to, if I can move just slightly, to do a backstab?
No, this creature cannot be backstabbed.
Okay, I'm going to ask it. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to attack it with my dagger.
Okay.
So I'm targeting the broom, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I used it because they call it an animated object in here, and it didn't have an animated statue, so I just took the broom because it's essentially I gave it the same stats as the creature would.
Understood. Here I go. Okay, I've targeted it, and then I do... Help me, sorry.
Just go to your combat tab, and if you open up your character sheet and go to combat, you should see the dagger that says melee, and just click on that, and it'll roll a dice. Should roll the dice for you. What?
Oh, good shot!
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, but unfortunately, it did not hit.
Rubber Raggy.
I don't know why. Again,
okay.
I'm trying to see why. Did you have a -1 already on your sheet? If you open up go to click the dice to attack again for your dagger. See if you have a -1 in any one of those blocks.
Not that I can see when I open it up.
Yeah. No, I was just asking because the reason I ask is because if you ever put a modifier in your attack roll, it will keep it there forever and ever. And every time you roll, even if you go to if we start a new adventure and you go to attack, it'll have it in there until you take it back out. So I just want to make sure you didn't have a -1 at one point because it gave you a -1 on the attack. I'm not sure why. But regardless, you still would have missed anyway. But I will say this.
I'm a little worried about that.
I will say this. Hub, you do have 2 points available, so if you want to spend a point, that would mean it would hit.
That is exactly what I was about to ask. So yes, sir, please.
All right, so that leaves you with a +1. Go ahead and just roll the damage. Nice. As you do 2 hit points of damage.
Yeah, look at that.
Every little bit helps. Modred.
He's gonna slap Biamba awake.
All right, Biamba, give me a saving throw versus spells, please. Maybe the 5th time's a charm.
Will do. I wanted to ask a quick question. I was going through some of the stuff that might help me here. He has a thing called running, and inside of running, there's an endurance benefit.
Okay.
And it says it's twice normal for movement situations. So, you said this spell specifically goes after people, making them want to lay down because they're so tired from movement.
Yep.
I don't know if that would make any difference.
No, it's not tired from movement. No, it's not. It's just a spell effect that makes you fatigued. it makes you want to lay down on the table and take a nap. So it has nothing to do with the running and all the other endurance stuff that would happen due to physical exertion.
Okay.
This
just
is a
throwing it out there.
Yep,
Just trying here. Anything to go.
I get you, man. I get you. This is a purely physical. Maybe when you grow up someday, you'll have a better role or a lower.
I have a 17. And this thing does not like me. So.
That nat 1 is not helping.
No.
Yep. All right. So as you remain asleep, Mulgar.
I am yelling at Bayamba, get your big ass up and fight. Stop sleeping. At this point, I'm not worried about the beetles. This thing's going to kill us before the beetles do.
As you hit. Nice. As you slam into it, your strength wielding as it does the extra damage, crushing the animated creature, whatever it is, as it collapses to the floor in several different pieces.
Wait, is Bayamba still sleeping, right?
Yes, yeah. Bayamba is out. He's
got arrows all over his back, right? He's got a quiver full of arrows.
Yeah, but I don't know how many. To be honest, he'd have to tell you how many.
How many you got? I might have to borrow some before we wake you up, because I'm out.
Before you wake me up, so that would mean stealing.
No, we'll wake you up. I'm just kidding. We'll wake him up.
No, I need a saving throw versus spells, please. This is not just the combat's over, he wakes up. He is out for the duration. I mean, if you guys want to drag him and just pick him up and take him with you.
I'm going to grab that skeleton.
Yeah, I'm going to grab that skeleton and pull it out with us.
Okay.
Okay. I'll drag the barbarian out.
Okay. As you guys all head out of the room.
Let's see, servant, clean up that mess that we made and bring me anything of value in the pile.
Okay.
People, don't forget those beetles on the other side.
Yep.
I'm watching.
All right. So am I out or am I not out yet?
Well, yeah, they carried you out. They carried you out of the room.
Okay.
Well, as soon as you get out, you slowly but surely begin to come around. The unseen servant, Jeffrey,
Jeffrey.
You don't find it. It doesn't return anything that appears of value. As you guys look down the hall, as these massive swarms of bees just flood this chamber on the other side. Beyond, but it takes a minute or two when you finally waken yourself. But you're very drowsy for a minute when you see the blood and the scars on your friends, and you have no idea what happened. But it looks like they're huffing and puffing as if they have just been in combat.
Just to make sure, Hub slaps him one more time.
Okay. As you, as you're coming around, suddenly you feel a slap on your face from Hub.
Wake up!
Hey, I'm going to check out the body that I dragged out of here.
Do I have any what?
I'm going to take a shot of Arog.
Yeah, I'm asking Biamba if he's got any arrows he can spare. I've got one left. Oh.
I don't know how many. Let me go look.
I think you have 2 quivers full, you said.
One's on my horse, though.
Oh, that doesn't help us.
Nope. I have 14.
May I borrow 5, maybe?
Sure. I don't know how to take them off, but sure.
I'll do it.
Okay. That'll give me 6 arrows. I'll be right back. I just gotta tell my daughter goodnight.
Okay.
And is there anything of interest in this body we dragged out of here?
As a matter of fact, yes. Its armor is in pretty decent shape, although it is a fully red armor.
Which matches my outfit. Hey, that's...
And the other thing that's interesting is it has a silver ring on one of its fingers.
All right. Seems like somebody who may be using leather armor might want to try this out to see if it fits them.
I wear leather armor, but
So do
I'm
I.
extremely small.
If it's magic, it might shrink to fit.
Exactly.
Who was that? Mulgar said they also wear leather armor.
Yeah,
I've
Mulgar
got that
does, but
chain on.
he's got chain now.
Biamba wears it.
Well, Biamba's a fighter guy who needs to wade into combat. Why don't we, if Biamba wants, give him first choice? It's up to you, Biamba.
I'll see if it fits. The reason I wanted it was because it looked red.
So as you take it off, yes, it actually does fit you, although it doesn't resize. But it is very fine quality leather, and you actually find that there is an 8-pointed symbol, almost like a star, an 8-pointed star, emblazoned right at where like the collarbone meets the shoulder, right there on the front plate. As you look at it, it is, like I said, fine quality, but that has some sort of a symbol emblazoned upon it.
Does the symbol appear to be 8 arrows pointing away from each other?
No, it's just an 8-pointed symbol, kind of like a star almost.
Okay.
I've seen this chaos myself when he said that for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking of all the Greyhawk symbols. Yeah.
Go Hexter, go! Like I said, that and the silver ring are the only thing that you guys find of interest on either these.
Is it like a silver wedding band or like a class ring?
No, it's like a silver wedding band.
I'll see the rest of the party if they mind if I try it on. We'll see what happens.
Look at it with them magic eyes first.
Yeah, somebody has a way to detect magic. That'd be certainly good.
I have a 25% chance. It's not great, but I can try.
Beats poking the eye with a sharp stick.
What happened to all our journals? All our journals are gone.
Couldn't be.
I got the handouts, but I don't have like the daily ones I was doing.
Let me go and double check that.
Biamba, can you do that little bandage thing on me? I took 5 for that combat.
Yeah, I got to do myself too. So
yeah, I still see the journals.
It's an automatic, so you just get 1 extra hit point.
I could use
I
that.
see it on the player journals.
Now I see all the different player journals, but I don't see the.
There's one there for party.
Oh, there it is.
Yep,
Party. There it is.
Party
there
one.
it is. Yeah, it wasn't there
minus.
before. So what's today? What is today? The 20th of October.
20th,
so
yep.
Got to start a new one.
All right. So you have this nice red leather armor on with the 8-pointed symbol emblazoned on the upper left chest. You have a silver ring, just a plain silver band. And directly down the hall, you can hear the as these swarms of beetles don't appear to be coming out. But you do see it's almost like the floor moves. It's like an undulation on the floor of these beetles.
I think we're going to try doing the detect magic-y thing on the ring.
All right, go ahead and give me
whoever has that ability.
That would be.
I have a 25% chance of detecting, but I can look at multiple items at the same time. So I'll look at the armor, the ring, whatever.
Okay, go ahead.
Roll it, come on.
So close.
So close. So far away.
Yeah, you detect no magic coming from any of the items that you have procured.
Hey, GM, let me ask you a question for you to think on for later. Since Mulgar, he's on the way, he could get benefit from the experience for magic items is to break them. Would you allow him to have some kind of bonus,
What do you mean break them?
If he breaks magic items, we're not using experience points. Barbarians, they don't get, if he has a +1 sword, he don't get the experience points for that +1 sword unless he breaks it.
Why is that?
Oh.
Until he hits a higher level.
Yeah, that's just part of their barbarianness.
Yeah, but we're doing milestone leveling. So
Yeah, there's
sure
no.
matters.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about experience points here because it is the milestone advancement in this campaign.
You know, it's not.
It's not.
No, you're fine. I'm still trying to make a journal entry for today, and it's not letting me make new journal entries.
All right, I may have accidentally changed the permissions, so let me see. Player journals, configure ownership. Players are owners. Save change for the party.
Now I can add a page.
Yep.
Now it'll let me.
Owners. Configure ownership. Yamba. Which one is it? Yeah, no.
All right, what did we get today?
Server owner.
So we got red, leather.
All right, so what do we guys want to do now?
Go north.
Well, I think I think Bayamba bandaged us quick, so we all get our hit point back, or 1 hit point.
Right.
You only get that when you have your rest.
Oh, when you rest?
Yeah, you don't get it immediately.
Okay.
No,
I take it back. I take it back. You're right. You get 1 back, and then you get an additional 1 on your.
You get you double heal. So.
Yeah. All right. So if that's the case, if he heals, everybody I'll give everybody 1 back. So that leaves Renoir at 9. That leaves Modred at 3.
Woohoo!
That leaves Hub at 8. That leaves Biamba at 13. And that leaves Mulgar at 14.
Perfect.
So Hub looks at everybody and says, "How's everybody doing? Are we good to go further?"
Renoir says, "Yep, good to go."
Hey, look, I'm stuck down here until I heal up significantly because if I fall, that's it.
Yeah, and I don't think he can climb that rope anyways.
Modred cannot cast spells at this moment. Is that correct?
That is correct. You have 4 hours that you're going to have to wait. Currently, let me double check. Currently, right now, it is 6:26 a.m. For y'all. And so you won't be able to do anything until obviously 10:26 a.m. or basically 10:30.
Yeah, why don't we go back to the entry room of this level and sit there and be quiet and wait 4 hours until Modred is back to well, not full strength, but casting ability, and be real quiet and see if that quiets down the buggy boost.
I agree 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Stand right here by the guard.
As you guys move your way back in, you hear the eerie humming of the bombardier or the acid beetles, whatever you want to call them, as they move about the chambers off to the right. To the north, before I get too much further, I want to give these 2 alcoves that you guys stopped at, Hub and Mulgar. They were just small alcoves that had a bunch of pegs in them, much like the alcoves that held the pegs that held tools and stuff up on the other, or I should say over in the other set of caverns or rooms that where you guys found the mystical glasses and the 2 wands. You saw these peg-like boards where it looked like items and tools used to hang on them, but no longer. Very similar case here to these 2 small, 5 foot wide, 10 or so foot high alcoves here. They've just got the same thing very much. Well, they're empty. Doesn't look like
Interesting.
anything's been there in quite some time. But you guys,
I'm gonna try putting on that ring I got just for the heck of it.
okay, you slide it on. It's a little bit loose. This is Hub, right?
This is Renoir.
Oh, Renoir. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit loose, although it looks made for a human. But the ring doesn't do anything, doesn't feel different or strange or anything. But it's just a little bit loose, but it fits all right.
All right, I'll take it back off and kind of put it back in the
Okay.
in my backpack or whatever.
All right.
Hub asks if Renoir wants me to hold it in case it's a little heavy.
Ah,
Renoir will be like, well, we can keep it in the party pile. I'll just put it in my backpack. We'll have it when we need it for lodging.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just offering.
So then, you guys wait a few hours. Slowly but surely, Modred, you feel your energy begin to come back to you. You feel a little more like yourself. You still feel drained. Fortunate that you have a companion such as Biamba who is able to bind such a deep gashing wound in your leg that, as I said, it literally was spilling your life essence out in gushes, not just seeps and whatnot. It was a heavy, steady flow, but bandage you they did, and you are now able to walk, albeit gingerly, but you feel strong enough now that if you need to cast some of the arcane spells that you have memorized and prepared for this day, you'd be able to do so without an issue.
For the first time, you guys notice, Modred, he's been healthy and strong and, a lot better shape for a man his age, but he seems to be relying a little bit more on his staff than he did. Renoir, could you beseech your gods and heal me?
Yeah, I have you selected, actually. I'm doing it right now. All right, did that actually work?
Yeah, you have to do cast, now you got to do heal. Once you cast, that takes it off. Nice, as you get 5 hit points back and you're up to 8 hit points. Don't forget to deselect them so next time you target something, you don't hit him too.
Would I do that?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yep.
I do it all the time, dude, so don't even. So, Modred, you feel your wound binds and it begins to scab over, and again, you feel a little more rejuvenated, although you're still not quite yourself. You feel much, much better than you had recently. So, where to now, my friends?
All right, let's try going north.
Yeah, let's go
All right,
north.
north it is.
Let's keep the fighty guys in front and the squishy guys
As
back.
you get past the 2 alcoves, you come to a flight of stairs running down, and your heart sinks slightly, Mulgar, as you see that it sinks down into water.
Yes.
And how far down the steps go below you aren't quite sure, but you're pretty sure that it's at least 5 or 6 feet deep. And so while some of you might be able to sort of half bob to keep your heads above the water, there are certain individuals in your party that may have issue proceeding forward. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Real quick before you end it, it's known that halflings are fat. Don't I naturally float?
That's quite possible.
They sink.
Quite possibly. Dwarves sink. Halflings may float slightly. So if you guys want to try to use them as a flotation device, you are more than welcome to. But I want to end it there.
I'm going to get on my folding boat.
Right on. That was in the last game, wasn't it? Nice try. So I am going to end it here just because there's a lot of potential coming up in this room. I do want to, before we go, I want to cover underwater rules if it so happens that you end up underwater. You are able to hold your breath for your constitution score divided by 2 rounded up. So if you have a 15 constitution, I'm sorry, divided by 3, not divided by 2. If you have a 15 constitution, you divide it by 3, that gives you 5 rounds that you can hold your breath. If you are doing just normal walking and stuff like that. If you have to exert yourself, it takes away half. So instead of 5 rounds, it would be reduced to 3 rounds. So
would my endurance from my running thing help with
that's
that?
where, yes, I would say you could get a bonus for that. But I'm just saying, as a general rule, the essentially, I actually have them down here just because I wanted to make sure. Essentially, the constitution score divided by 3 rounded up in rounds. For example, a character with a 15 con score can hold their breath for 5 rounds. A character can always hold their breath for at least 1 round. No deep breath, strenuous activity. Otherwise, it halves the duration, as I said. And once you exceed that, you have to make a constitution saving throw. If you fail...
You cut out, Sean.
Sorry. After your holding breath is past, like let's say 5 rounds go past. After that, you have to make a constitution saving throw. If you make your saving throw, you're good for another round. But the next constitution saving throw is at a -1. Or a +1, if you will. And so, or -1. And so on and so forth until you fail. Once you fail your constitution saving throw, your hit points immediately go to 0 and you are unconscious. The next round after that, you go to -1. The next round after that, you die. So just be aware. I just want to make sure everybody is aware what the general rules are for everybody, special abilities notwithstanding. Right?
So what if you got like a... Mine would be 5.6. Would that be...
And you always round up. Always round up. Always round up. So it'd be a 6.
And this is why halflings avoid water.
So that being said, I just want you guys to be aware. So if you want to look them up, you can. First edition doesn't really do a great job of talking about it. So I am just going off on the rules that I have found for, I think it was like maybe 2nd edition or even 3rd edition, but still they're valid rules for 1st edition as well, because I looked into DMG and they talked about underwater combat and all that other stuff, but it doesn't really talk about drowning that much.
The Wilderness Survival Guide probably got that in it.
Yeah, it's probably, I didn't get a chance to look in that book, but that's actually a great point. So I'll double check that just to make sure that it's close, but that's essentially what you're looking at. You can hold your breath for a certain
rule.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of rounds that you can hold your breath while underwater. Once you pass that, you have to make a con save. Each round, the con save is at additional -1. So -1, -2, -3, -4. Eventually, when you fail, that's when you pass out. And then you pass out the first round. The second round, you're at -1. The third round, you die. You have essentially drowned. So I just want you guys to be aware of that.
But what's the movement rate?
The movement rate is, I think I want to say if you don't have a movement rate, it's like 50% of your normal movement rate, but I don't know 100% sure, but I'll look it up.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So anyway, with that being said, I appreciate everybody that has been hanging out with us as we are going to end tonight's session. Hopefully everybody was enjoyed it as much as I did. I appreciate everybody. We've had like a steady diet of folks out there. Yeah, there's no swimming in metal armor, et cetera, et cetera. So definitely want to make sure you look up the rules for underwater stuff if you have armor and all the other good stuff that goes along with it.
Does that also apply to leather, though?
No, leather, any other but leather, it says. So
okay,
if
so that red leather would be fine. Okay.
yeah, it'll be fine. So, what is? I want to make sure that we are gaming next Monday. What is next Monday? The 27th? Yeah, my wife was gonna. She likes the Jonas Brothers. I'm not like a huge fan, but I like concerts, and they're in town next week. And I was like, "You want to go next Monday?" And she's like, "Nah, I don't want to spend the money." I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'll just have to game." So we are gaming. For those that follow the stream, don't forget this is our on week for our 5th edition game. So if you like 5e, our Heroes of Christchurch game is this Friday, same time, same channel, just a different location, a different game system. The party is getting ready to head out. They're in the city of Traft in the country of Perrinland right now. They're getting ready to head to their home base of Christchurch, which is where the game gets its name, Heroes of Christchurch. And once they go check out Christchurch, they're on their way to go take out a white dragon. So we'll see how that goes. So I encourage you all to, if you like this game, and you like 5e and you like our stream, although hopefully we won't have any hiccups like tonight's stupid ass. Stuff pisses me off. I get frustrated because I just want stuff to work, and I feel shitty that we have dedicated folks that come to watch our streams and they have to waste time watching me flounder around figuring out why Forge is screwing up. So I appreciate every one of you that sits through my little tirades and tantrums like a little child. But yeah, that's just who I am, I guess. So we're going to figure out somebody that we want to bounce. Yeah, I want to figure out who we're going to bounce to tonight. We could go to, let's go to Dungeon Scrawl. How many they got going? Yeah, they got like 20 people over there. So let's go and give those guys a raid. Hopefully you guys will hang out with us as we go. Let me get this set up here and make sure that I push all the right buttons. Let's push raid. And then we're going to go to Dungeon Scrawl. So like I said, hopefully they will enjoy us over there. So we're going to bounce over to those guys. Haven't been over there in a while. Not sure what they got going on, but it looks like they're playing D&D. It's their first episode too. It's a Halloween 2-shot. I like it. So yeah, I didn't know if anybody here would want to do like a Halloween 1-shot or anything like that, but it's kind of hard to set up for a VTT, but we're going to go over there and check those guys out. Like I said, I encourage you to come see us this coming Friday, as our 5e game continues along with our Heroes of Christchurch, and as they're working their way toward taking out a white dragon that they tricked a while back, and the white dragon wasn't happy. So come get caught up over there. And then of course next week we will be back as our party tries to figure out how do we turn the halfling into a flotation device that we can all use. I really do.
Wait. That's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying.
Oh, my bad. But
that's what we were hearing.
Yeah. So I appreciate y'all. I really do. Especially for those of you that had to sit through my tirades tonight because Forge was giving me ulcers. But I appreciate it. We will see you next time. And just remember, in a world you can be anything you want. All we ask is that you be kind. Peace, folks. See you next time.
Peace.
Thanks, everyone.
Logic and investigation and stuff
Ciao.
like
Bye, y'all.
that.
Bye, man.
Good night.
So let me hop over to those to find the nuances there again.
Sure. While you're doing that, did you want to spend any additional hits?
All right, that was fun.
And it was fun, man.
I'm not quite used to playing magic users, right?
No, dude, it's okay, man. It's totally fine. I appreciate you doing it.
I always end up at the front.
I don't know what
gotta get
I
the back.
can spend it on, so I'm inclined to just say yes. Let's do it.
No, Modred, Scott.
Sure.
I mean, you're doing wonderful. I think. I mean, you're in there. You're up front. You're exploring the whole party. If anything, I feel like I'm dragging the party down because I'm very cautious. But that's just because I'm a wimp.
Costs one hit.
But yeah, it was a fun session. It was an extremely fun session.
Yeah,
they all have been fun.